Looks like we're live. Hello and welcome. Everybody, welcome into District Nation. We're just starting live right now. Didn't know that I'd actually be calling this game, to be honest. Did not know at all. So here we are. That's our new gameplay, actually. We're going to use this one today. This is our brand new gameplay look with a James Wood image. It's supposed to be Nats, but we're getting going. The New York Yankees and the Philadelphia Phillies for the second game of a 3-game series. This is my first time calling Yankees baseball or Phillies baseball, so that's interesting. That was the old layout. We're on the new layout now. Excited to be here. Thanks for coming out today. To everyone who's here in stream, excited to have everybody today. It's going to be a fun day of baseball. And I'm kind of getting ready for this game as we go. So apologies if I'm not in my best calling in the first couple innings like I was with that game a couple weeks ago between the Brewers and the Nationals. I just thought I'd be calling this game 2 minutes ago, and here I am calling it 2 minutes from now. So I'm live, doing it for you guys. Excited to be here as we go. I don't know how to replace a banner now. I don't know how to edit a banner as I do a stream. But we're here. We're live. Welcome into everybody who's here. Thanks for coming out today. Philadelphia Phillies and New York Yankees in New York. The game is being played in New York. We're getting live right now with the Phillies and Yankees. So we're getting going in just a moment. I'm kind of going to score this game as I call it, but for now I'm going to get you your starting lineups because we're getting going in just 2 minutes. I'm on MLB right now, so it might be a little not as behind, in fact. We might end up not just scoring this game, but give me a moment right now. We'll be back in just a second. Alright, it's working now. I got my older, smaller scorebook up. It's Phillies at Yankees for today's game. We'll get you those starting lineups now. Sorry for the rush here. So it looks like the game is starting at 1:05, but doesn't say where. It doesn't seem to be going. And it is 1:05, so we'll get those starting lineups to you now. For the Phillies first, Trey Turner is leading off at shortstop. Batting second, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Batting third is going to be the first baseman, Bryce Harper. JT Realmuto hits cleanup. Realmuto's the catcher. Batting fifth in left field is Brandon Marsh. Batting sixth in right field is going to be Max Kepler. Batting seventh is going to be Edmundo Sosa. Sosa is at third base. Batting eighth is Bryson Stott, the second baseman. And batting ninth, the center field, Johan Rojas. That's the lineup for the Yankees. Leading off for New York is going to be Trent Grisham in center field. Batting second is going to be Paul Goldschmidt, the first baseman. Batting third, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Batting sixth is the catcher, Ben Rice. Batting seventh is going to be shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Batting eighth is third baseman, Ryan McMahon. He is a new Yankee. Hasn't even played a game with them. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. On the mound for the Yankees is going to be Marcus Stroman. He goes out there first. And on the mound for the Phillies is going to be Ranger Suarez. I'm doing the lineups right now. Forgive me for being kind of quiet as we wait for the game to get started. We're getting started in just a moment with the Phillies and Yankees. Live on District Nation where you can get baseball. We're not doing the Nats game tonight. We're just doing this Phillies game. I have an event tonight. But we still are probably going to have our doubleheader tomorrow and Sunday night baseball. Probably only doing game one, actually, We might do game 2, but I have a really packed weekend. We're doing the Phillies and Yankees right now. I should probably get rid of some of the national stuff, to be honest. We're going to get this hidden so you can't see it. And this, and so now it's just District Nation, but it's at Nats Park. And running out now, you have Ryan McMahon, who's running out to third base, but we're getting started right now. We didn't really get a pregame show in. So I'm going to put that in the chat for anyone. Sorry for being late. I need Ninja Chats over here. So why don't we just put it there for now? So I can't get this to work. So there's your screen. I'm trying to get the District Nation logo somewhere else. So we'll put it right here, but we're getting started right now. But there's your Chat Ninja messages. They'll appeal right there. And Marcus Stroman, 7 games with a 2-1 record. He has worked a 5.64 ERA out of 30 innings, 5 home runs given up, 12 walks, 9 strikeouts. We'll see how he does here against the Phillies. And leading it off is going to be Trey Turner. He's the shortstop in today's game. We'll see how he does. We're watching on MLB.com because MLB TV, I don't have this game on cable, which is actually better. It's going to be probably the most live game I get. So we're getting going now with Turner, the shortstop. Trey Turner, former Nat. A lot of good experiences with Trey Turner. He was one of the big guys with us. And Schwarber's going to hit second, and then Harper. So 3 Nats are going to hit 1, 2, 3. All around different eras of the time. Some of them interlapping. All 3 of them played together with each other at some point. The Nats. As now it's going to be Stroman to face the Phillies lineup. We're not really rooting for a team today. If I had to pick in this matchup, probably picking to win it's going to be the Phillies in my opinion. That's just my pick. So we're getting going now. So now it works now. And Stroman steps onto the rubber to face Trey Turner. Stroman is going into his big step position at the glove. Into the wind. Here's the first pitch to Trey. Swing and a miss. Past him with the 90-mile-an-hour fastball. It'll be an 0-1 count. To Trey. So it'll be 0-1 now. Stroman into the wind. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Past him again. It'll be 0-2 now. This one isn't as behind as usual. 0-2. That's outside ball 1. It'll be a 1-2 count. So for once I'm ahead of ESPN because I'm watching this game on MLB TV instead of on live. So it'll be 1-2 here. Stroman into his back kick wind. The 1-2 is outside ball 2, and it'll be a 2-2 count. What up to everyone who's here? We're a little late. No pregame show today. But we still have some baseball. We glad to have that. Stroman into the wind. Here's the 2-2 to Turner. Swing and a foul down the right field line, and it'll stay at 2-2. The wind, the pitch. Just low and inside ball 3, and it's a full count. On deck is Schwarber here in the full count of the pitch. Swinging a fly ball out to shallow right field. Coming in his left fielder, Dominguez, and it's going to drop, and it's a ground rule double over the side fence. And Trey Turner has himself a ground rule double here in the top of the first inning. It's got to be a ground rule double for him. He gets this game going offensively immediately. A runner on second. That bounced into the Yankees' left side area. But it's a ground rule double. So now it's going to be the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber, who had a big game last night with his 1,000th hit being a home run. Stroman sets. First pitch to Schwarber is outside, ball one. It'll be a 1-0 count. Thanks to everyone who's tuning into a Phillies broadcast today. Never called any teams besides the Nationals and their affiliates, but today we're calling some Phillies baseball. Calling just a random MLB game. Stroman sets. He's set at the belt. Here's the 1-0 to Schwarber. Swinging a fly ball. And this one will be on the infield in the shallow outfield. Shortstop Volpe will get under. It'll make the catch. That is shortstop Anthony Volpe out there. So that's a first out of the inning. So now it'll be Bryce Harper. Stroman sets. Here's the first pitch to Big Bryce. Swinging a chopper foul, and it'll be 0-1. Gotten the Phillies lineup into my book. Now we're just working on everything else. It's Stroman on the mound for the Yankees. Ranger Suarez for the Phillies. Stroman sets. The 0-1 to Harper. Swinging a chopper foul again, and we'll do 0-2. We're not as behind as we usually are here. We have a different way of watching it now. So it'd be 0-2 to Harper with 1 out. Just Turner away from second. Here's the pitch to Harper. Swinging a fly ball out to left field. This one will go foul as well. So it'll still be 0-2 with 1 out. 0-2, 1 out. Stroman set at the belt. He waits, checks the runner, and deals. That's low and inside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-2 count to Harper. Number 3 for the Phillies. Phillies are wearing their road gray uniforms, red trim. And then the Yankees are wearing their regular home striped uniforms with blue trim. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball. This one will diving play by second baseman Chisholm, and he fires it over to first, and that's the second out of the inning. Turner over to third. So there's 2 outs, and Trey Turner now stands on third base. So it's going to be JT Realmuto now. All right, now stepping up is going to be Realmuto. And Trey Turner advanced to third on the sharp ground out. He will face Marcus Stroman, who hasn't worked as many innings as Ranger Suarez. Stroman sets. Here's the first pitch to Realmuto. Swinging a line drive into left field. That's a base hit past the dive of the shortstop. And that'll score Turner, and this is 1-0 in the top of the first inning. Phillies take the lead. Immediately here in the top of the first inning, they get going, and it's a 1-0 game. RBI single for JT Realmuto. And this is a 1-0 game in the top of the first from Yankee Stadium. Now it's going to be Brandon Marsh. First pitch to Marsh. Called strike 1 right in there, and it'll be an 0-1 count. So 0-1 with 2 outs. Stroman sets. Here's the 0-1 to Marsh. Swinging a line drive into right center field. That's a base hit. Realmuto will stop and go to third. He's going to go to third on the play on a single by Brandon Marsh. Now there's runners on the corners with 2 outs. And a base hit to right center field. Realmuto advances to third. He is a fast catcher, so there's runners on the corners with 2 away in a 1-0 game. Big hit by Marsh. Now there's going to be Max Kepler. Kepler playing right field today. Here's the first pitch to Kepler. That's down low, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. Yankee Stadium's a beautiful stadium. Here's the pitch. That is outside ball 2 to be a 2-0 count. So it'll be 2-0 with 2 outs, runners on the corners. Stroman sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a sword swing. It'll be a 2-1 count. So it'd be 2-1. Stroman sets. 2 outs. Runners on the corner, so throw over to first. Marsh is back in there safely. It's a home game for New York. They have a nice stadium, so it'd be 2-1. Stroman sets. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball out to left field. Going back is Dominguez, a few steps in front of the track, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. So for the Phillies, they get 1 run on 3 hits. They leave 2 as we go to the bottom of the first inning. It's now the Phillies 1, Yankees coming up. We'll take a break right here so I can fill out the rest of my scorebook, and we will be right back with more play-by-play of the Yankees and Phillies. We're now back with the bottom of the first inning now. That's the wrong banner. I need to move this to the top. I didn't get to do a countdown today, but we're back with the bottom of the first inning here. So it's going to be Trent Grisham to lead it off for the Yankees here in the bottom of the first inning. This is going to be a good game. We've got 2 of the better teams in the league. If you're a follower of the channel, we know that we usually follow the Nationals here in District Nation. But today we follow 2 different teams as the Nationals are playing later tonight. We will not have time to call it. I still wanted to give you guys a baseball game, so here I am with the Phillies and Yankees. Not really rooting for a team in the matchup, so I'll get excited if either one of them hits a home run. Suarez, the lefty, into the wind. First pitch to Trent Grisham. Called strike 1 with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Going to be an 0-1 count. On deck is Paul Goldschmidt, the first baseman. Grisham facing Suarez, lefty-lefty the pitch. Swinging a line drive into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Kepler will field it off a few bounces and throw it in. Trent Grisham has a leadoff base hit here in the bottom of the first inning. After the Phillies plate 1, the Yankees immediately get someone on board. So now it's going to be Paul Goldschmidt, the first baseman, a new Yankee from 2025. Came over during the offseason for Cardinal. 291 with 8 home runs. Here's first pitch to him. Swinging a fly ball foul. Here's the 0-1, and it's high ball 1 from Suarez wearing number 55. Stroman has already worked an inning. We're still filling in his stats. He has a 2-1 record with a 5.81, if you're wondering. The 1-1 to Goldschmidt. That is high ball 2. Technically, Stroman does have a winning record, 2-1 with a 5.81. Technically, just technically, on a complete technicality. So to be a 2-1 with no outs. Suarez sets the pitch. That's called strike 2 on the outside corner. It'll be a 2-2 count. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a fly ball out to shallow left field. Turner going out. He'll get under it and make an easy catch on it for the first out of the inning. So on the fly out to Turner, that's the first out. And it'll be Cody Bellinger to hit now. Be sure to hit that like button on the stream. Hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 30 subscribers before NFL preseason, if you're wondering. So it's going to be Bellinger now. Here's first pitch to Bellinger. That's inside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. Suarez sets the 1-0 to Bellinger. That's inside again. It'll be a 2-0 count. For wondering, I am ahead of ESPN for once, or at least even with it. It'll get ahead of me. I'll get ahead of it. It's all different. Bellinger, 284 with 19 home runs, 58 runs batted in with an 845 OPS. Suarez steps back onto the rubber. He comes set. The 2-0 from Suarez. Swinging a fly ball, foul, and it'll be 2-1. So it'll be 2-1 count with 1 out, and Grisham stands on first, not being able to move after a single. Suarez sets from the left side, having already faced 2 lefties in the inning. The 2-1 pitch. That's inside and high again. Bellinger has to get out of the way. It'll be a 3-1 count. So it's 3-1 with 1 out. He's hitting .364 against lefties, Bellinger. Here's the 3-1. Slinging a chopper foul down the line. It'll be 3-2. Once again, this is not a Nats game. We're calling that because we cannot call the game tonight for the Nationals. So we came down, called this afternoon game. I wanted to call a minor league game, but we got an MLB game instead. 3-2. That's down low, ball 4, and Bellinger draws a walk. That'll move Grisham to second. So now Grisham's on second, Bellinger's on first. So it'd be Giancarlo Stanton, the designated hitter, to hit now. Suarez sets first pitch to Stanton. Called strike 1 on the inside corner, and it'll be an 0-1 count. So it'll be 0-1 the pitch. Called strike 2 on the inside corner. Not a good call, but it's 0-2 now. So, time taken by the hitter, Stanton. Not a good call. That was inside and high. Not really rooting for the Yankees, but it's Yankees and Phillies, so you have to choose one in this, basically. The 0-2. Slinging a chopper, foul, and it'll be 0-2 still. I'm a neutral opinion in today's game. Not going to make any opinions. We're just calling a nice baseball game, having a fun day. And if you're wondering, you can talk in the chat about Fantastic Four if you want. Excited to see that. The 0-2. Inside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-2 count. Umpires, Lipka behind the plate, Barber at first, Wills at second, and Rayburn at third. And this is at Yankee Stadium, if you're wondering. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a fly ball. Really high. This one will go into foul territory. Kepler chasing after it. He cannot catch it as it goes out of play. So it'll be 1-2 with 1 out. Here's pitch to Stanton, and he fouls it off again. So it'll be 1-2 with 1 out. The pitch from Suarez is high up, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-2 count. As you know, I usually do this scorebooking thing maybe like 2-3 hours before the game. I'm doing this as I do it. I'm filling out a scorebook. 2-2, swinging a fly ball foul again, and we'll do 2-2. But it's nice to have the game not ahead of me so I can actually use ESPN to my advantage. So it'll be 2-2. Jazz Chisholm Jr. on deck. Stanton with his completely closed stance. It'll be a 2-2 again. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Threw a ball in the dirt. He swung right through it for the second out of the inning. That was a curveball in the dirt, but Stanton strikes out. Big strikeout by Stanton by Suarez. So now it's going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., the second baseman. This is a Yankees-Phillies game, but sorry that I'm calling this instead of the Nats game. Believe me, I wanted to call Nats baseball tonight and tomorrow. So we're just going to get none of the games in this series. I promise we'll be doing more. First pitch to Chisholm. Called strike 1 on the low corner, and it'll be an 0-1 count. This is my one stream of the day. Might do one tonight. I'm actually not going to have any time. I'm sorry. We'll do our doubleheader tomorrow, possibly. Maybe just game 1, but doing a lot of baseball lately. 0-1. Swinging a fly ball into foul territory and out of play. It'll be 0-2. This will be 0-2, 2 outs. Chisholm, 51, 18 home runs, 251. On deck is Ben Rice, the catcher. The 0-2, swinging a chopper, foul. He just reached out and touched that one. If you're wondering, Rising Rhino's live with his same thing. He had a stream earlier today. He's streaming again. He's streaming, I think, again. He's been streaming for a while. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Through it. Second strikeout for Suarez on the inning. Big strikeout by him, so the Yankees do not get one. They get 1 hit. They leave 2. It's 1-0 as we go to the top of the second. I promise we're not going to take as many breaks after this. I just have to get my scorebook ready. I'm so sorry, but we'll do it. I'm going to do as fast as I can. We're back with more baseball. I'm still filling out my scorebook as I go. Stroman into the wind. Here's the first pitch to Sosa, and he fouls that one off. Trying to fill in the scorebook as I go. I switched to the big one so I could see the score. 0-1 from Stroman is inside ball one. Here's pitch. Swinging a fly ball out to right field. Right fielder Bellinger over there, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. I had to use my big scorebook because it has the field written on the page so I can see the field as I keep score. It's nice to have this. It's a good scorebook. If you need a scorebook, I recommend the BC scorebook. Fan edition or broadcaster edition. Both are great for their both needs. And it's going to be Bryson Stott now into the wind. First pitch to Stott. And that's outside ball one. It'll be a 1-0 count. Into the wind. Here is the 1-0. That's outside again. It'll be a 2-0 count. Stroman sets into the wind. Here's the 2-0 to Stott. That's a called strike one. It'll be 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1 from Stroman. That's a called strike two. Stott went to go after it, but he didn't in the end, but it's a called strike anyway. Here's the 2-2 from Stroman, the pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line. Dominguez chasing after he moves over, and he's going to make the catch for the second out of the inning. So there's 2 outs in the bottom of the lineup, and Rojas will hit now. Stroman in the line, first pitch, and he's going to lean on a bunt. Sosa's going to put it down, but it's going to be down the foul line. So it'll be 0-1 now to Sosa, or Rojas. It's going to be Rojas hit now. Got majority of the scorebook filled out now. Stroman in the wind. Here's the pitch. That is low ball one. It'll be a 1-1 count. Now my scorebook is basically all filled out. Yeah, we're good. The wind, next pitch. Swinging a ground ball, foul again, so it'll be 1-2. Should be 1-2 with 2 outs in the top of the second. In a 1-0 game, Phillies have the lead. The Phillies are 59-44. Next pitch is low and outside ball 2. So it'll be 2-2 with 2 outs. Stroman checking his sign. He will go into his 2-2 wind to pitch. Swinging a line drive into right center field, going back after his Bellinger, and he'll make a nice running catch. Nice good catch on a line drive out. On a fly out to right center field. Bellinger makes the catch, and we'll head to the bottom of the second inning. No offense for the Phillies in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. And we will head to the bottom of the second inning. It's 1-0. Gotta fill out one more thing, then we'll be back, and then I will never come back again. Just give me just 1 second, and we'll be back. I was doing some stuff. I know I'm late, but this will probably never happen again, where I do a last-minute stream. But you never know. So we'll be back in just a moment. We're back now with the bottom of the second inning. Yankees and Phillies. Suarez in the wind. First pitch to the hitter, Ben Rice. The catcher is going to be inside. Ball one. It'll be 1-0 count. Suarez in the wind. The pitch is outside. Ball two, and it'll be a 2-0 count. Here's the 2-0. It's outside. Ball three. Suarez in the line. The pitch is outside. Ball two, and it'll be a 2-0 count. 3-0. Called strike one right in there, and it'll be a 3-1 count. So it'll be a 3-1. Suarez in the wind. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the second baseman Stott. Easy throw to first and gets a jogging Ben Rice for the first out of the inning. So the Yankees still trail 1-0, if you're wondering. A 1-0 game here in the bottom of the second. Already quick. We're headed to the third soon enough. It's really quicker than I thought it'd be. So to be the first out of the inning, now it's going to be Anthony Volpe, the shortstop. First pitch to Volpe is right in there, called strike. McMahon is on deck, the new Met, to get his first chance, or new Yankee. The 0-1 in the dirt, ball one. Your new Yankee's going to get your chance. Ryan McMahon, he's going to get his chance. In this inning, he's behind Volpe, who's hitting .214 with 14 bombs. Suarez in the wind. The 1-1 to Volpe. Swinging a line drive into left field. That'll drop in front of Brandon Marsh for a base hit. And Volpe gets it going with a hit. And now Ryan McMahon will get his chance to hit in a Yankees uniform after being one of the first big trades at the trade deadline. McMahon, and then you also have Soto going to the... Or not Juan Soto, a different Soto. I forgot his name. Gregory Soto going to the Mets. So it's going to be Ryan McMahon in his Yankees debut. 217-16 home runs with the Rockies. We'll see how he does in the Yankees uniform. Suarez sets. First pitch is called strike one right in there. Into the line. Next pitch. Swing and a miss past McMahon with the curveball. So it'll be 0-2 with one out. Suarez sets. He takes a step off. He goes to the plate. That is down low, ball one. So it'll be 1-2 with 1 out. Suarez sets. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just outside, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-2 count. Two with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Past Ryan McMahon for the second out of the inning. And the third strikeout for Ranger Suarez. So now it's going to be Jason Dominguez. And that'll be an 0-1 right in there, called strike 1. What up to Guy 29? What up? Hope you're having a good day. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball, foul, and it'll be 0-2. Thanks to everyone who popped into the stream at some point. We got everybody here. Hopefully everyone has a good time today. Got some Yankees and Phillies baseball, something we haven't done. So it'll be 0-2 with 2 outs. Oh, 2 outs. Suarez gets back on the rubber. He sets and he goes over to first. And looks like Volpe's back in there. Yes, he's back in there. Wait. Did they just call him out? I think they might have just called him out. Did they just call Anthony Volpe out? Sup, CEO District Nation. What up? Cho Moss Fitzgerald. How we doing today? We got some Phillies and Yankees not going to be able to call the Nats game tonight. Looks like Harper didn't get Volpe on the tag, so we should be back in there. We got Cho Moss Fitzgerald. We're calling Yankees and Phillies. Hope you're having a great day, Chomas. Not going to be able to call the Nats game tonight. Yeah, Volpe's saying it didn't get him, so I think they called him out, but he doesn't want it. Wait, this isn't this isn't the Walgreens. This is not the Nationals, but yeah, Volpe got a good jump and then slipped trying to get back in. It looks like the umpire called him out, but I don't know. We are calling this because I can't call the Nats game tonight, going to see a movie instead, and I've had the plans, so. But we are going to have some baseball, though. We'll see. They are going to challenge it, I think. They are going to challenge it. How you doing today, Chomas? I know Thomas hasn't streamed in a while. Hopefully we'll see Thomas back on the mic tonight. Not going to be able to redirect to him. He's much later than me. But hope you're having a great day, Chomas. Always like seeing you. Under review, so it was a challenge by the Yankees. I think this won't be overturned. I don't know what's going to happen. I think this will be overturned. Suarez just throwing some warm-up pitches as we do this. Hope you're having a great day, Chomas. Hang out in the chat. We're not doing CFL tomorrow. I'm going to do that probably next week or so. But we do have NFL coming up, which is going to be fun. We got August 8th, the first real football game, and August 30th, we call college football. So I'm excited to see some college football action. I think everyone's excited for the football season. So this is under review still. We'll see what they do. So he is safe now. But now that's a swing and a miss of Dominguez, so he's out anyway. The inning's over anyway. These are the Bells. The Bells. Never heard that name for either one of these teams. Oh, Phillies, I guess. Such a strikeout of Dominguez, number 4 on the day for Suarez, all swinging. So there's 1 hit for the Yankees. They leave a man, and now we're going to go to the top of the 3rd inning in a 1-0 game. The Phillies are going to get the offensive chance now. They're going to hit from the top of their lineup. And Stroman will go out to work his 3rd inning of work. The Bells. I assume that's for the Phillies. Bell go dong. Yeah, Phillies. Or I think it's because of the Liberty Bell. Be sure to hit that like button, Shomas. Let's try to get 3 or 4 likes on this stream. And I know you're subscribed. You're a moderator. You got to do your duties as a moderator. But we're live without. We're not doing some Nationals baseball. We got a doubleheader tomorrow. We're probably going to be able to do both games. But you never know. Chomos has a lot of good names for teams, if you're wondering. He's got a lot of good names. I think he's been time-outed from PAS for having those names, though. I don't like that. Also, I want the Phillies to trade for Josh Bell from the Nationals. What? Why do you want the Phillies to trade for Josh Bell? They have Bryce Harper. Why would they need Josh Bell? They have Bryce Harper, one of the best offensive first basemen of the game. We have Josh Bell, who's hitting like 2 for his last 20. I don't even know. Why would you want Josh Bell? Why do you... And the trade deadline is coming up. I don't think the Phillies are going to do much. The Mets are probably going to do some stuff. The Nationals, I want to stay quiet. They're probably not going to stay quiet, but I want them to. So we'll head to the top of the third now. Leading it off is going to be the leadoff hitter, Trey Turner. And this is going to be his second at-bat. Because I like Salad, Bell, Stroman in the wind. First pitch to Turner is outside, ball 1. Trey Turner is my favorite athlete of all time, if you're wondering. I loved his time in D.C. He was my favorite player. Always aspired to be Turner, so to be a 1-0. Here's a pitch from Stroman. That's outside, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-0 count. We'll probably call some more different random games. Besides Nationals ball, we'll call some other ones. Here's the 2-0. Called strike 1 there, and it'll be a 2-1. It's always nice when Chomos hangs out in the chat. He's got good stuff to say. So it'll be a 2-1. Looks like this needs to be refreshed. The ESPN screen. 2-1. Swinging a fly ball, foul. I think it just doesn't know that pitches have been thrown. So it'll be a 2-2. We might go to MLB.com. It just doesn't know the pitch has been thrown. 2-2. Swinging a ground ball, foul. This is annoying. It doesn't even know pitches have been thrown. Well, we'll figure it out as we go. So it'll be 2-2 with no outs. Stroman already 39 pitches here in the top of the third. So I'm kind of rooting the Phillies because I'm rooting for Turner. Pitch is low and outside. Ball 3. It'll be a full count. Maybe if Bell go dong, then Josh Bell go dong with his bat. Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe he'll be better when he's down there. 3-2 pitch to Turner. Slinging a fly ball, foul back again. So it's still a full count. Maybe Josh Bell will be better when he plays in Philly. The Nationals go to Philadelphia in late August, actually. They're in Philadelphia, if you're wondering. 3-2. Swing and a miss past Turner, and that's a strikeout. Strikeout number 1 for Stroman in the top of the third inning. Judge apparently is injured. He has some arm pains or something. I think it's elbow pains, is what he said. So now it's going to be Kyle Schwarber. How you doing, Chomos? What's going on in your life? What's going on to our neighbors in the north? So now it'll be Kyle Schwarber, the designated hitter. First pitch is outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. Schwarber, 254 with 36 home runs. Big career season for him. Maybe he'll get to 50. Stroman, the stint and then the wind. That's a curveball that bends in there called strike 1. I'm going to have to quickly take a break. We're going to go refill my water, but I'll be in the chat probably. Be back. Who do you got winning it all for CFL, Comas? The 1-1. Swing and a miss early on the splitter, and it'll be 1-2. If you've got a prediction, Chomas, who do you have winning it all for the CFL? Do you have any preference or maybe a team you root for? I know you have like Elks season tickets. It'll be a 1-2 with 1 out. The pitch. That's low and inside, ball 2. So it'll be a 2-2 with 1 out. Harper on deck. 2-2 to Schwarber. Swinging and a foul back, and it'll be 2-2. On a splitter at 81 miles an hour. Judge is not in the lineup today because he has a right elbow discomfort. That's the reason he's not in. Every game I call, it seems like someone is not in the lineup. It's getting annoying. Can we just have everybody in the lineup? Stroman in the wind. The 2-2. Swinging a chopper. Again, it'll be foul again. This will be another foul. On the splitter again. So he's on the splitter right now. Be 2-2, 1 out. Stroman into the wind. The pitch. Check swing. They'll appeal. Yes! Says third base umpire Rayburn. He'll get the call at strike 3. So they'll actually say yes he did. So that's the second strikeout and it's swinging. Okay, number 2. Big ringing him up. Telling him swing the bat. Let's go. MLB, not Little League. Let's take hacks. It's doing pretty good, beside powerful guy won't leave us alone. First pitch to Harper is down low, ball 1. Let's not talk about politics, Chomas. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a fly ball! Deep right center field. Way back, and that one is gone! Bryce Harper takes it out of here. Watch it fly, Bryce Harper. This game is 2-1, 2-0 in the top of the third inning. Big fly from Bryce Harper, and it's 2-0. Harper knows what's up. And that's a bomb out of here to right center field. 2-0. Immediately here, the top third is 2-0 after 2 outs, and he blasts one. Just now Harper puts it on. Yeah, other than that, we have CFL distract us from that. Yeah, exactly. Just talk about CFL. First pitch to Realmuto is right in there, called strike 1. Just, that's a record. Use this as training. If anyone talks about that, Chomas, just make sure to delete the message and put the user in timeout for 5 minutes. So if anyone talks about like religious things, politics, put them in timeout. The 0-1 is swung on, popped up, down the right field line. This one's going to drop foul, and it'll be 0-2. If anyone says anything, Chomas, just put him in timeout for 5 minutes and remove the message because you have admin powers anyway. Yes, CFL. Who do you have winning it all, Chomas? Who do you have winning it all? Do you have anyone winning it all, like a prediction? Harper blasted that. He got every last piece of that. So it's going to be 0-2 with 2 outs. And JT Realmuto, the cleanup hitter, hitting. Thanks for tuning in today to everyone who's here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Feel free to hop into the chat just like Chomas does. It'll be 0-2, 2 outs. The pitch to Realmuto. Swinging a foul straight back, and it'll be 0-2. Yeah, I said it, that example, what not to do. Yeah, exactly. Chomas said that for an example of what not to do. Don't do what Chomas did. Just be a good boy. Not to you, Chomas. Be a good person. Here's a pitch. That's outside and low. Here's 1-2, 2 outs the pitch, and that's low and outside, ball 2. So once again, do you have a prediction, Chomas, for who wins it all in the CFL? This will be 2-2, 2 outs. The pitch from Stroman, swinging a chopper, foul again. He gets a bat on it. So it'd be 2-2. Hey, yo, you got a reward with that, duh, heck. Hey, you gotta reward that. Okay, how do I reward that? Like put fireworks on the screen? What do you want? Congrats, Chomas, across the screen. I don't know. 2-2. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. And he technically strikes out the side. He gets 3 strikeouts in the inning, but he gives up a home run as well. So I'm going to go for just a second, and I'm going to make Chomas a little present. I'll be back with Chomas' present in just a moment. and now gift him his present. Wait for his present, you know? Bro said, be a good boy. Come on, dude. Yeah, I'm going to bring you your present in just a moment. I wasn't talking to you, Chomas. I wasn't talking to you. So we're going to go to the top of the third inning. We'll be back in just a moment. I'll be back in just a moment with your present. We're back with the bottom of the third inning. What present? I'm so confused. This is your present. Look in the chat. This is your present. There's your present. Your present's in the chat now. So now it's going to be the leadoff hitter for the Yankees, Trent Grisham, who's 1 for 1. 253, 17 bombs. Suarez. Into the wind. First pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Foul. It'll be 0-1. Yay. Yep. There's your present, Chomas. Your present is you're listening to baseball. So it'll be 0-1 with no outs to Trent Grisham. Oh, 1. Hit by pitch. Ooh. That one hurt. Got him in on the hands. So he's hit by that pitch. And now Grisham is on first. That was in on the hands, and that's a hit by pitch for him. He draws a hit by pitch. Thanks to Chomas for coming out today to talk some baseball. Also, want to see all my... Sure, you can put them all in there. So it'd be Paul Goldschmidt now, who's 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's 298 home runs, 37 ribbies, and a 778 OPS. First pitch to Goldschmidt is high, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. If you're wondering, Sunday Night Baseball is on Sunday, but we also have our own, the 1-0, down low ball 2. If you're wondering, District Nation is bringing you live Sunday Night Baseball an hour early with minor league baseball. Yes, we're calling minor league baseball this Sunday. We got 2 games. We got a doubleheader. Got the Rochester Red Wings and the Fredericksburg Nationals at 5 o'clock. Pitch is called strike 1. It'll be a 2-1 count. Just a little bit earlier, we might be doing it. Should be 2-1 with no outs. Suarez sets. Here's the pitch to Goldschmidt. That's outside ball 3, and it'll be a 3-1 count. So it'll be 3-1, no outs, runner on first. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball out to deep center field. Going back is center fielder Rojas, but he'll make the catch on this for the first out of the inning. Runner will not advance. You got a good piece of that. So that'll be the first out of the inning. So now it'll be Cody Bellinger. Bellinger 0 for 0 with a walk. Here's the first pitch to Cody. Swinging a fly ball. Deep right field. Going back is Kepler. He's going to make the catch on the track for the second out of the inning. So they've absolutely pieced 2 balls, but neither of them are hit. Not in a gap. So that's the second out of the inning. First pitch to Stanton's popped up really high after shallow right field. Stott and Kepler, and it's going to be Stott, the second baseman, to make the out to end the inning. It's a fly out to second base, so 1 runner left on after the hit by pitch, and we'll now go to the top of the 4th inning. And it is 2-0 as Philly got that home run. So it's 2-0. Chomas is going to give us all his team nicknames. No baseball going on right now. This is the only major or minor league game that's happening right now. 6:10, you get the next game between Toronto and Detroit. That's your next matchup. Gosman versus Skubal. Pretty good matchup. Alright, here we go. We got his nicknames. The chat message was sent. The Indy Nope Guardians, the Crown Team, the Mets Galas, the Walgreens, the Bells, the Oven Mitts, the Other Cardinals, the Hollywood Rich Dudes, the Other Colored Sox, the Tins, the Rocks, and the Blue Jays. Those are good nicknames. Good nicknames, Chomas. Good nicknames. So now it's going to be the top of the 4th inning, and the Phillies are going to hit. And Brandon Marsh will lead it off, who's 1 for 1. Good nicknames, Chomas. I just call them by their names because I've memorized all 30, and I could name off all 30 of them really easily. So I don't really have nicknames. I just call them by their shortened named. I think they're still wearing the Hall of Fame hats, the special Hall of Fame hats. First pitch to Marsh. Outside ball 1, it'll be a 1-0 count. August 30th, be sure to tune in, Chomas. We got college football, if you're wondering. The 1-0. That's inside ball 2, and it'll be a 2-0 count. We're going to have college football. We're covering the Navy midshipmen. Go Navy. Go Navy football. This will be 2-0. And August 8th, our first preseason game. Here's the pitch to Marsh. Swing and a miss right through it, and it'll be 2-1. We're going to do a college football preview at some point, a whole live stream just talking college football. Excited for that. Get excited. We have all this right on District Nation. The 2-1. That is outside ball 3, and it'll be a 3-1 count. But we're getting football coming up. 3-1 to Marsh. That's inside ball 4, and that's a walk for Brandon Marsh here in the top of the 4th inning. College football will be one of the only sports I can cover in the fall. I have a lot of stuff going on in the fall, but then the winter we'll be back at it. We'll be doing college football every Saturday, getting some games during the Saturdays for the Commanders. Got a lot of football coming up. We'll do some NBA, all that good stuff. Right here on District Nation, you can find them all. First pitch from Stroman is outside to Max Kepler, the right fielder who's 0 for 1. The 1-0. Stroman sets. Here comes outside ball 2. Developing a Canadian side accent. I don't like that. It's like saying outside like that. Outside. Here's the 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul. Outside, I say, kind of Canadian. Out. I don't like that. I just want to say out. Outside, like that, instead of outside. Or isn't it like outside if it's Canadian? Something like that. So now, it'll be a 2-1 count. Stroman sets the pitch to Kepler. Swinging a ground ball, fought off into left field, down the line. That's a base hit. Down the line, left fielder Dominguez will field it. Marsh heads over to third as Kepler pokes that one down the left field line. He's on first. Marsh goes over to third, so it's runners on first and third with no one out. Good play by him. That was a slurve they hit. Good hit by him, way to fight it off. So it'll be 0-0, no outs. No outs. Here's the first pitch to Edmundo Sosa. Swinging a ground ball foul down the third baseline. It'll be 0-1. From Gillette Stadium on Friday, August 8th. That day cannot come faster. It is the first Washington Commanders game. Very excited. Stroman sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Through it. Edmundo Sosa's quickly on an 0-2 count. So it'll be 0-2 with one out. Here's the pitch from Stroman. Swing and a miss on an outside and low slurve in the dirt. And that's a strikeout for Stroman here in the 4th inning. That's strikeout number 4. So now it's going to be Bryson Stott. Stroman steps back onto the rubber. He has runners on the corners with a 0-1 or 1 out. Cleveland and Kansas City starts at 2:10 or 2:40. Dang. No outs. Runners on the corners. It's going to be Bryson Stott. First pitch to Stott. That's outside and high, ball 1. There is no way it's at 2:40 p.m. That's just not right. Yeah, it's at like 10. Wait, no, that's tomorrow. Is that tomorrow? Yeah, you can't. You're showing me tomorrow's game. That isn't happening tomorrow. They're not at 2:40. Next pitch is in the dirt. Oh, it's a doubleheader makeup game. Oh, so that's why it's so early. They're making up a doubleheader. So we will have another game to call. After this, we'll be able to throw it over to there. Stroman sets. The 2-0 to Stott. It's ball 3. It'll be a 3-0 count. On week 11 for the Commanders, they've given it 11:30 a.m. Never seen that before. But I'll see it. Stott facing them. Ooh, we got some another group of nicknames. So it'll be 3-0 and 1 out the pitch. That is outside ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 1 out after the walk. So now Kepler stands at second. Bases are loaded. We got some new nicknames. The Stingrays, the Bronx Dudes, the Rattlesnakes, the Oales, Anaheim Oilers, the Trash Can Bangers, the Marines, and the other Rangers. Okay, I can figure these out. The Stingrays, that's probably the Rays. The Bronx Dudes, that's New York. The Rattlesnakes, Diamondbacks. The Angels, Anaheim. Oilers. Anaheim Oilers. That's Angels. The trash can bangers, Astros. Astros ruined the Nationals World Series run is based off them banging trash cans. They won Game 7 because they banged trash cans, because they needed to change their signals. So it'll be Rojas with the bases loaded. First pitch from Stroman is inside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. So it'll be 1-0 count, 1 out. Here's the pitch from Stroman. High ball 2, and it'll be a 2-0 count. We got some good nicknames from Showmas, one of our dedicated viewers. He loves popping into streams. It's Johan Rojas. 2-0 from Stroman. Outside. Called strike 1. That was not a good call. Next pitch is going to be ball 3. That's outside. So it'll be a 3-1 count. We'll be back in November with more streams than usual. So it'll be a 3-1 the pitch. That is outside, ball 4, and that's a walk to bring in a run. Stroman walks in a run, and it's a 3-0 game. An RBI walk by Johan Rojas. RBI walk, you don't see that too much in the major leagues. So it's a walk. Everyone will advance a base, including Marsh. So he'll come in, and it's a 3-0 game. Bases are still loaded. Now it's Turner, the leadoff hitter, here in the top of the 4th. The Royals and Guardians do start at 2:40 today, which is a makeup game. We got 3 likes on the stream. And that's all of them. That's how I remember the baseball teams. Thank you for tuning into this match between the Bells and the Bronx dudes. Bells up 3-0. Yep. Thank you, Showmas, one of our moderators. He tunes in a lot. And he's got nicknames. I can name off all 30 teams without nicknames. Stroman sets. First pitch to Trey Turner. Swinging a fly ball straight back, and it'll be an 0-1 count. Turner has to be in the mindset to hit a grand slam right now. You just know it. That'd be cool, though. Grand slam in the top of the 4th inning, make it 7-0. That'd be really cool. So it'll be 0-1 the pitch. That's down low, ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. So it'll be 1-1 with 1 out. Stroman sets. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line, but it's foul, and it'll be 1-2. That one was down the line and foul. Almost had a grand slam if he just waited on it a little bit. Sit back on that, it's a grand slam. It's the first game I've called that doesn't have a Nationals player in the game or like a Nationals affiliate, besides the All-Star game and minor league games. 16 views on the day. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We got more views than we did yesterday. It was a morning stream, too. Hit the catcher's mask off on that swing, Ben Rice. So it'll be 1-2 with 1 out. The pitch from Stroman. Swinging a chopper to second baseman Chisholm. He'll flip it to second. No time to get the runner at first. So fielder's choice is going to score the next run. So 4-6. So now everybody advances, but Rojas is out at second. Stott goes to third. Kepler's going to score. So Kepler scores. Stott heads up to third. Rojas out advancing on second. And Trey Turner's on base with a fielder's choice. That's the second out of the inning, and it's a 4-0 game. No RBI on the ground out. Turner was hustling. He wanted that. Didn't want the double play. Get the RBI. So now it'll be Kyle Schwarber, the 2-hitter with 2 outs. Stroman sets. First pitch to Schwarber is in the dirt, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. We're live with not Nationals baseball, Yankees and Phillies ball. The primetime game today with afternoon baseball. Here's the 1-0 in the dirt ball 2, and it'll be a 2-0 count. So it'll be 2-0. Looks like Turner went to second base on a wild pitch. That's what ESPN is saying. Yeah, he did. So he goes to second base on a wild pitch. Here's a pitch from Stroman. That's in the dirt ball 3, and it'll be a 3-0 count. I like when I'm even with ESPN so I can check it for updates. So it'll be a 3-0, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Schwarber in a 3-0 count against Stroman, the righty. Stroman comes set. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1. It'll be a 3-1 count. So it'll be 3-1 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Called strike 2, and it'll be a full count. So it'd be 3-2 with 2 outs. Stroman comes set, and Schwarber's going to call time. So it'd be a full count. The Dixon Way was live earlier today. He was calling training camp, and then Rhino's live right now. Those are your streams. The 3-2 is in the dirt ball 2, 4 inside, and another walk for Stroman. That's his 4th of the inning. He has walked a lot of guys. So the bases are loaded again. I think this is the manager. This might be the end of the day for Marcus Stroman. We'll see. Looks like it is the end of the day for him. And the new pitcher is going to be Yerry De Los Santos. That's going to be the new pitcher for the Yankees in the 4th inning. 3 2/3 for Stroman. We don't want to fill out how many runs he's given up just yet, but we'll get his line for pitching. Five hits, 4 walks. He also grabbed 4 strikeouts. He gave up a home run. Currently he has 4 earned runs, but the bases are loaded, so you never know what will happen. So it's going to be Yerry De Los Santos. Yerry De Los Santos, 0-0 with a 1.80 ERA over 14 games, 20 innings pitched. Good outing so far. It'll be De Los Santos to pitch. So we're back to Yankee Stadium in this 4-0 game with the bases loaded. Yerry De Los Santos, a 1.80 ERA. First pitch to Harper, swinging a chopper up the middle. Shortstop Marshall, that's Chisholm will field it, the second baseman, and Harper is out on the play. Harper thought he beat that, but that's a ground out, a 4-3 ground out to end the inning. And it looks like he's out by the replay. He is out. That is an out. So that'll end the inning on a 4-3 ground out. So now we'll go to the bottom of the fourth inning. That inning, there was 2 runs on only 1 actual knock. And 3 men are left. I'll get you to a second, Chomas. And now we're going to go to the bottom of the fourth inning in a 4-0 game between the Yankees and the Phillies. What made you choose to stream this game? It's an available primetime game, 2 really good teams. I mean, it's an early game. Got to do something tonight, so I have something to do, so I'm not going to be able to call the Nats game tonight. So might as well just call this game instead. I mean, it's better than just sitting around doing nothing all day, so I'd rather call a game. So I came and got this game ready. So here we are, calling this game. Wanted to do something today. And I have access to all the MLB games because I have the pass, so I can choose to stream a game. Doesn't matter which one I want to stream. And this one was early. Didn't want to really go to like 9 o'clock at night stream. Like I could have, if I wanted to, streamed like what's the game? 9:38 Angels and Mariners. I would have been home by that time. I could have streamed that, but okay, then good compromise. Yeah, this I wanted to stream something. Didn't want to do nothing today, so I just did this. Okay, move this back here. More viewable. Just like right here. I want it to be like right there. There we go. So we're going to the bottom of the fourth. Didn't want to do nothing today. And it's a pretty boring day. First pitch to Jazz Chisholm is right in there, called strike 1. Next pitch to Chisholm is down low, ball. Here's a pitch. Swinging and a miss through a bad pitch, and it'll be a 1-2 count. Yeah, Chomas. I don't know who I'm going to redirect to tonight. I think there's a couple streams going on. Rhino's live, so he's calling European League football. We'll check in on those scores every so often. I'll look at your CFL scores if you want. Here's a pitch from Suarez, and that is outside, ball 2. So it looks like the Alouettes beat the Stampeders 23-21. His next pitch, swing and a foul. This one's fair, actually, down the third base line. They were shifted on him. That is light down the third base line, and that's going to be an infield single for Jazz Chisholm Jr. Just a nice, easy dribbler down the line. That's a base knock. Tomorrow, Hamilton Tiger Cats and BC Lions. I'm rooting for the Lions in that game. Chisholm hit that blooper just down the line. That was an easy single for him. I'm conflicted with this matchup. On one hand, I want the Nationals to succeed, so the Bells need to lose. But then I just want the Nationals to lose to help the Red Sox. Root for the the Nationals have no chance of winning, so root for the Yankees here. That's a good point. So I'm going to root for the Yankees to win so the Red Sox can do well. So I want the Yankees to not win this. So go Phillies. It's a pitch, and that is outside, ball 1. Because Red Sox are my secondary team. It'll be a 1-1 with a runner on first. You can just root for the Phillies then so the Yankees lose, because the Nationals are not coming back. There's no chance. I think they'd have to rack off like 30 in a row. We'll check in those standings. So it'll be a 1-1. Here's the pitch to Ben Rice. Swing and a miss past him. It'll be 1-2. Yeah, I root for the Red Sox. It'll be 1-2 the pitch. Swinging a chopper, foul, so stay 1-2. Sad I wasn't able to call the Nats game tonight, but it's fine. I have other things that I'm doing. The 1-2. Cold strike 3 on a bad call. That was low and outside, but that's a strikeout. Number 5 for Suarez. A big strikeout for him. So now there's 1 out. And what team am I going to fall in the postseason? That's the question. This pitch is going to be right in there, called strike 1. I don't know. I think I'm just going to call any games during the postseason that are available to me. Like weekend games. Here's the pitch. That's outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. Oh, dang, 30, what the heck? We gotta, yeah. The Nationals have to rank off like 30 in a row just to get back to maybe, we'll check the standings, but they're behind by a lot. It's like 14 games. The 1-1. Swinging a line shot into center field shallow, and that's going to be a base hit in front of Rojas, the center fielder. Chisholm up to second, and now Volpe has a base knock. I'll check those standings now for you. Also, the background picture looks like it was taken during a severe air quality warning. That's an animated picture. It's animated. It's an animated photo because this is supposed to go with it. That picture is supposed to... It's animated. It's an animated photo. It's pretty cool. It's comic style animation. So it's 1 out, and it's going to be Ryan McMahon. First pitch to him is right in there, called strike 1. He struck out in his first at-bat with the Yankees. Yeah, the Nationals are 18 games behind. So, in perspective, the Nationals would have to win 18 games and everybody else, and then the Mets would have to lose 18. The pitch. Swing and a miss. To come back from 18 games, the Nationals would have to win 18 games. The Mets, who are in first place currently, would have to lose 18 games just for them to tie them. And the other teams can't. They also have to be losing, doing badly. But as long as the Mets and everybody else lose 18 games, the Nationals do. Next pitch is low, ball 1. So they have to rack off 18 unanswered wins that no one else wins during so they can get back into first. So now it'll be a 1-2 count. This pitch is low, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-2. Suarez sets. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Past him, and that's strikeout number 6. The second strikeout of McMahon. Ranger Suarez having a good start here for the Phillies. Into the 4th inning. So that's K number 6. Next pitch is going to be to Dominguez, and that's high and inside, ball 1. Jason Dominguez, spelled with 2 S's. He has a beard. I remember when he was like 16, and he was the young prospect. But now he's in the bigs, and he's like 17. I think he's 19. I don't know. Suarez sets. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-0 count. So that's supposed to go, then I'll take that back. It's not a Nats game. It'll be a 2-0 with 2 outs. Dominguez, the righty, facing Suarez, the lefty. Here's the pitch. That's high, ball 3, and it'll be a 3-0 count. So it's 3-0, 2 outs. Here's a pitch. Called strike 1. Okay then, because like ain't no way that's the actual sky. Everyone would probably have lung cancer by stepping outside, letting him go to a ball game. Yeah, it's animated. It's an animated photo, so that's why it's like that. It'll be a 3-1 with 2 outs. Suarez sets. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Swinging a fly ball into left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Coming around third to score is Chisholm Jr., and the shutout is no longer. It's 4-1 Phillies. The Mets, or the Yankees, find their way onto the board on a base hit to left center field by Jason Dominguez. He has an RBI single. Runners on the corners as Volpe goes to third on the play. It's 4-1. So now it's going to be the top of the lineup. Trent Grisham's going to hit now, who's 1 for 1 with a single and a hit by pitch. Suarez is going to be visited by his pitching coach to discuss it. Yeah, these are two not my favorite teams. I do not like these pick. I'd rather have them play a team I like and I do like, so maybe like the Red Sox, but Thomas has not been streaming in so long. We miss him. We're always going to miss Thomas Fitzpatrick. And the Sunday night game is this Sunday, but if you don't want to stay up till 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time to watch Sunday Night Baseball, tune into District Nation. We're going to be live at 5:50, 6 o'clock first pitch for the Fredericksburg Nationals and Fayetteville Woodpeckers, Single A Baseball. On District Nation, we're going to be covering that. Get to bed early or have a dinner meal. Get your snacks ready. Get ready for Sunday Night Baseball on minor leagues. Suarez sets. Here's the pitch. That's a called strike one, but it's low, so it'll be no 1 count. That was not a strike. That was extremely low. At least I think so. I don't like that this thing won't let me scroll down. I wish it would let me scroll down. I might need to go get my mouse just so I can scroll down. I don't know how to make it scroll down. Here's the 0-1. Called strike 2. That's low again. It'll be an 0-2 count. Yeah, we got Sunday Night Baseball on minor league level tomorrow. We got a doubleheader. You got the Rochester Red Wings at 1 o'clock. And at 6 p.m. you can get the Fredericksburg Nationals. Enjoy them all on District Nation. With baseball, we cover Washington Nationals. We're going to cover Navy football. It'll be an 0-2 to Grisham. The pitch is outside, ball 1. Where is he, man? I need my not-so-evil twin. I need my other half, or Comas is not complete. Yeah, we all miss Thomas. Me and PS were discussing that last night. Yeah, it's crazy. He just hasn't been here. So it'll be 1-2. The pitch. So in a ground ball, this one's going to be at the first baseman Harper. He makes a diving play, and we'll flip it up to Suarez, who catches it with a bare hand. What a play by both Harper and Suarez. On the 3-1 grounder, Harper dove for it, and then flipped it up, and Suarez caught it with a bare hand. That deserves a star if you're scoring. Good from both the people. So they get 1 run on 3 hits. They leave 2. As now we're going to go to the 5th inning. It's 4-1. Here we got our Sunday Night Baseball on Sunday. And then on August 8th, we have the very first football game. Commanders at Patriots. August 8th, 2025. Live play-by-play reaction. You can watch that video live on here. I'm going to be the only one covering the Commanders game, I think. PAS is covering the Chargers-Lions game if you're wondering or want to watch that. But you have the Rochester Red Wings at 1 tomorrow, and then Fred Nats at 6. We might be able to do the Fred Nats game. But that's our Sunday night game. Get comfy. Have some fun tomorrow night. We might not be able to cover it. Either way, I'm covering a game tomorrow. Now we're going to go to the top of the 5th inning, and the Phillies are going to hit. I love how he just went on a vacation like a month ago, and we're sad about him not being here for 3 days. He went on a vacation? I didn't know he went on a vacation. I've been hanging out with like PAS, Rhino, more of those guys. Haven't hung out with Fitzy in a while. I'll hang out tonight. I have something to do, but I'll pop in, say hey. Excited to see him. Haven't seen him in a while. Miss Fitzy, man. Who doesn't miss Fitzy? We should spam at him when he goes there. Just spam Fitzy in the chat tonight. 7:10 p.m. He's going to be live tonight. Hopefully. He hasn't posted that he's not going to be live yet. And he's out of town, and he probably will be for a little longer. You never know. So it's the top of the fifth, and JT Realmuto is going to lead off. He's 1 for 2. Yeah, he went to South Carolina. De Los Santos back out there. First pitch to Realmuto is down low, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. Looks like there was an auto strike violation. It'll be a 1-1 count. So it'll be 1-1. He went to South Carolina. How'd you know, Comas? You text him or something? The 1-1. So I'm going to fly ball to deep right field. Leaping attempt by Bellinger, and he misses it. It's going to go off the wall. Realmuto hustling into second. He'll be there on a slide, so it's a leadoff double for the inning. Bellinger making a leaping attempt at the ball, but it went over his head off the fence. And Realmuto was able to hustle to second with a double. So now there's a runner on second with no one out. So it's going to be Brandon Marsh now, the left fielder. Here's the first pitch from Marsh. He's going to try to bunt. He takes it back, and that's lone outside, ball 1. Didn't know he went to South Carolina. Don't know how you contacted him, Chomas. Maybe you're in the Discord server or something. So it'll be 1-0. The pitch to Marsh. He's going to try to bunt again. This time he gets it down. The pitcher will feel it, fire it to first. Marsh is out on the play. Sets a sac bunt. 1-3. So now Realmuto's on third. So Realmuto's on third with 1 out. Does it count as a sacrifice in the book? So is that not bad? Here's the pitch. Swinging a chopper up the middle to shortstop. To the shortstop. Volpe's going to fire to first. Realmuto will stay at third. So it's 2 outs now and a runner on third. I guess it's a sack. I guess they give him a sacrifice if he grounds out purposely. So it'll be 2 outs and Sosa up now, who struck out last at bat. First pitch to Sosa is right in there, called strike 1. So it'll be 0-1 with 2 outs. Next pitch is down low, ball 1. We posted post-game shorts on his channel. He's in a hotel room. And then after he said, I'm in South Carolina on stream. Oh, that's cool. I can't contact him. I don't have Discord. So it'll be 1-1 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's outside, ball 2. It'll be a 2-1 count. I'm sorry, what sacrifices in a book? What are you talking about? Who are we killing? Oh my gosh. So it'll be 2-1 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul, it'll be 2-2. Goes nowhere. So it'll be 2-2 with 2 outs. It's going to be De Los Santos on the mound. Sosa hitting. Here's a pitch from De Los Santos. Swing and a miss. Past Sosa. And that's an out. The Phillies get out of the inning. where the Yankees get out of the inning on one hit. The Phillies only get one hit. They leave a man. And we're going to go to the bottom of the fifth inning here in New York. It's going to be Goldschmidt, Bellinger, and Stanton in the bottom of the fifth. Everyone hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Smash both the buttons. Let's get both of them smashed in. We have 24 subs. Our goal is 30 by preseason, which is August 30th. We can get there. I know we can. I know everyone who watches is not subscribed. It's like 20% of you are subscribed. Let's all hit that subscribe button. That would help me out a lot. 30's the goal. 30 is the goal. Let's hit it. Not too hard to hit 30. So we're here. We're getting ready to go to the bottom of the fifth. First pitch and Suarez, that's a highlight. They're not going just yet. But we're getting going now. Suarez steps back onto the rubber. And if you're wondering, I'm watching this on the Yankees broadcast stream. I can watch it on either one. I chose the Yankees because they're kind of the team. I'm rooting more for the Phillies to win this, though. Suarez into the line. First pitch. That's a called strike one. It'll be an 0-1 count. Goldschmidt, 289 now with 8 home runs, 36 ribbies. Here's a pitch from Suarez. That's a curveball, ball one, and he's 37 ribbies, not 36. I've had 19 views on the day. Thank you so much to everyone who's been here. Suarez steps back onto the rubber as he stepped off. Here's the pitch, and that's inside ball two. Here's a pitch. Swinging a fly ball foul. Not the not subscribed stuff. Well, like 50% of you are not subscribed, and then pops up a stock photo of not subscribed being in 95. Like, yeah, sure, buddy, little bull. Only 20% of people who actually watch the streams are subscribed. I've checked. I've only seen it like twice, though. I don't really check that. Next pitch. Swing on, fouled, and we'll stay at 2-2. So it'll be 2-2 and no outs. Suarez in the line. Here's the pitch. That's low and inside ball three, and it'll be a full count. Into the line. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball to pretty well out to right field. Right fielder Kepler's going to get under it. He'll make the catch for the first out of the inning to get out. Goldschmidt, the first baseman, who has flown out 3 times now. So be no outs. It's going to be Bellinger. Suarez will go into the wind. Here's the first pitch. That's a called strike one on the low corner. It'll be 0-1. So it'll be 0-1. Suarez in the wind. Here's the pitch. That's low ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. Suarez in the wind. Here's the pitch. And that's low and outside ball 2, and it'll be a 2-1 count. Chomas's picture is still confused Fitzy. I didn't know that he did confuse Fitzy as much. I like regular Fitzy. So it'll be 2-1 with 1 out. Suarez into the wind. Here's the pitch to Bellinger. Swinging a fly ball out to right center field. Going back to center field to Rojas. He gets under it. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. So that's 2 outs now. It's going to be Giancarlo Stanton now, who's .264 average. Suarez in the wind. His first pitch is right in there, called strike 1. It'll be an 0-1 count. Phillies took game 1. They're already taking a 4-run lead here. The pitch. Swing and a miss, low and inside with the 79-mile-an-hour changeup, and it'll be 0-2. I like your YouTube logo. Thank you very much. So it'll be 0-2. It's a really nice one. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss on a low and outside changeup. That is strikeout number 7 for Ranger Suarez. He has a lot of them, and they're getting swinging. That was low and outside with the changeup in the dirt. That's another strikeout, and we'll go to the top of the 6th now in a 4-1 game. No action there, and we'll go to the top of the 6th now. I like your YouTube logo. Thank you very much. It's just the Nats logo and then some fireworks, a couple Nats players with the name there. Then our banner is kind of the same thing, just with some different players. It's all good. It's all fun. Thank you, Chomas, for complimenting the YouTube logo. We're headed to the top of the 6th. Wow, we're here since there's not really much baseball going on. They're starting in 10 minutes. Well, they started 10 minutes ago, the other game. We'll look at my links. Be sure to subscribe to Pure Adrenaline Sports, Thomas Fitzpatrick, Rising Rhino, Play-by-Play with JJ, The Dixon Way, Orioles Birdwatcher, and Dr. Delay. Those are some guys around here. They do play-by-play as well. You can go to subscribe to them. They're all in the channel description. Go to the channel description. You can see some of the stuff we cover. And thank you much for being here. And we cover a variety of sports. We're going to get started with CFL soon enough. I wanted to get started with NFL first. Just get that out of the way. I think that's what I'm going to do. But be sure to subscribe to those channels. They're all affiliate links. Be sure to click them. Hit that subscribe button for all of them. And then hit the subscribe button for my channel. We love those too. Those are my affiliate links in the description. Just added them recently. But be sure to click them. As we're going to go to the top of the 6th. Those are all the other play-by-play guys. P.S. He covers New York sports. Fitzy's going to cover Boston sports. Rhino covers all things football. Play-by-play with JJ are going to get Philadelphia sports. Dixon Way are going to get Atlanta sports. Orioles Birdwatcher, it's all Baltimore Orioles. And Dr. Delay, it's a bunch of different stuff. College football, NFL, MLB. First pitch to Bryson Stott is fouled off, and it'll be 0-1. So those are our other friends that also call sports. And it'll be here. Over here, it's going to be Nationals baseball, Commanders football, Wizards basketball, Navy college sports, and BC Lions for the rare CFL game. It'll be an 0-1, the pitch. Swung on, fouled, and it'll be 0-2. Surprised JJ ain't covering this game. He is, actually. JJ is covering the game, but I'm covering it as well. Is he? I think he's live. Yeah, JJ's live. JJ's covering this game, too. I just wanted to cover it, so I covered it. We can cover the same game. It's just one might get more of their views than more. It'll be an 0-2 to stop the pitch. Swinging a flail down the left field line, and it'll be 0-2 again. We're going to do some MLB Round the House after this half inning. The 0-2 to Stott is in the dirt, ball 1. So it'll be 1-2 with no one out. De Los Santos still out there. Here's the 1-2 to Stott. That's way inside, and low, ball 2 gets Stott onto his knees. So it'll be 2-2. In fact, for a post-game of this game, I like Fitzy, Rhino, Mr. Birdwatcher in your channel. Thank you very much, Chomas. We appreciate you as well. We appreciate your viewage. The 2-2. Swinging a line drive in a right center field. That's going to dunk in for a base hit. Trent Grisham will go grab it, and Bryson Stott is on base with a base knock. There's been 24 perfect games and 326 no-hitters, 350 cycles, if you're wondering. That's pretty cool. There was a 4-home run game last night. First pitch is down low, ball 1. Like Rhino, Mr. Birdwatcher, Fitzy in your channel. Yeah, you can check out JJ and then the other channels in there. We also have PAS, who I know you don't watch as much. But he covers Mets sports. Dixon Way, he'll cover. We redirected to him once. He was the Atlanta Braves guy we redirected to. It'll be a 1-0. De Los Santos sets. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1, and Stott takes off. He is in there with a stolen base. Stott took off on the play, and the catcher didn't really get up too much. He just kind of threw it off his knees, but that's a stolen base for Bryson Stott. The catcher did Ben Rice it off his knees, but it wasn't a great throw. So it'll be a 1-1 with no outs. It'll be a 1-1. He squares to bunt. That's low, ball 2. All the other ones, PAS the only one that I sort of have a grudge against, but I do respect him because I think he was the original one out of the mini YouTube family we have. Yeah, kind of a family we have here. Everyone redirects everybody. Dixon Way really isn't big into it. Dixon Way doesn't get involved as much as other people do. Surprise Dixon. Yeah, Dixon Way. He has 20K subscribers, too. It'll be a 2 on the pitch. Squaring to bunt, and that's outside, ball 3. Oh, yeah, and the Dixon Way, I like him as well. Yeah, he's not really a part of the family. The family is PAS, Rhino, Fitzy. JJ's kind of a part of it. He's there. He's in the server, though, so. This would be a 3-1 with no outs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a chopper right up the middle. Shortstop Volpe will cut it off and fire it over to first for the first out of the inning of Johan Rojas. So that'll be the first out of the inning. And now there's a runner on third because Stott went on the play. So there's runner on third with 1 out. It'll be Turner hitting now. First pitch to Turner is high and outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. I've had 19 views on the day. Good day. This isn't my first stream like it was where I had 10 views, I think, but Chomas has been here through most of the streams. So it'll be a 1-0. The pitch. Swinging a line drive down the right field line. That is fair. Turner takes that one opposite field. Stott will score. Turner around second. He's going to stop there. So that's an RBI double for Trey Turner. That's a base hit. That's an RBI double for Turner. That scores Stott from third. And it's 5-1 Phillies now. Trey Turner, once again, he's my favorite player. And Mr. Birdwatcher. Yep, Orioles Birdwatcher. I like his soundboard with all the cool effects, yeah. I mean, who doesn't? Turner wasn't really hustling on the play. He sprinted around first, but kind of slowed down after that. So it looks like De Los Santos is going to be done. It's going to be a new arm now. We'll check who that new arm is now. So we get going for the end of the bottom of the 6th inning, or top of the 6th. This is the top of the 6th inning. I keep forgetting because it's not a Nats game. Usually I just use that to tell what inning it is and all that. But if you're interested in baseball, football, sports in general, and play-by-play on YouTube, I have the other channels in my description. You can subscribe to all of them. They all cover different things. Today I am covering the same game as JJ technically, but it doesn't really matter. So it's going to be Loaisaia. So that's going to be the new pitcher. It's going to be Jonathan Loaisaia. Loaisaia, that's what it is. Loaisaia. That's a way to pronounce it. It's a really hard name. But he's going to come in here in the 6th inning. We'll get De Los Santos' line to you. He went 1.2 innings. 3 hits, a K. The Orioles are the only one AL East team that I don't hate. Aren't the Red Sox the only other ones I hate? Oh, that's interesting. So it's going to be Jonathan Loaisaia, 4.91 ERA over 25.2 innings, 8 walks, 23 strikeouts. He'll face Kyle Schwarber, the 2-hitter. Jonathan L. will come set. First pitch to Schwarber is in the dirt, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. So it'll be 1-0 with 1 out. Loaisaia comes set. Here's the pitch, and he's going to turn around and take a look at Turner on the leg lift. Looks like YouTube's having a bit of some problems, but we're good for now. Here's the pitch. That's inside, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-0 count. Loaisaia looks for a sign. He comes set. Here's the 2-0. That's low and inside, ball 3, and it'll be a 3-0 count. So it'll be 3-0 with 1 out. And Schwarber up to bat with Turner on second. Turner is a threat to steal. He might take off at any point, even from second. Here's the 3-0. Swinging a foul, and it'll be 3-1 now. Didn't think he'd be swinging on 3-0, especially on that. That was ball 4. So it'll be 3-1 with 1 out. Loaisaia comes set. Loaisaia. Here's the pitch. Swing, and a ground ball at the first baseman. Goldschmidt, he'll take it himself for a 3 unassisted in the second out of the inning. So now it's going to be Bryce Harper, the first baseman, who's 1 for 3 with a home run. 268 average, 15 home runs, 43 runs batted in, with an 879 OPS. We're getting close to 3/4 of the way through the MLB season. We're getting close to that soon enough. Then again, the season will be over, which is going to be really sad. Then you have postseason for basically a month of just quality baseball for an entire month. The best teams going at it. We'll be doing some postseason games. Loisiga will face JT Realmuto. I think they intentionally walked Harper. They walked Harper. Didn't think they would do that, but now they're going to face Realmuto. First pitch. That's a called strike one to Realmuto. Intentional walk. The Blue Jays I hate because since I'm in Canada, they're the only team in about, and it's very annoying. The Yankees the Yankees and the Rays, their owner is a cheap one. Yeah, well, I mean, he sold the team, so they have a new owner for the Rays. 0-1. Swing and a miss on an outside curveball, and it'll be 0-2. This would be 0-2 with 2 outs. Coming set. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's down low, ball 1. Harper is going to take off and take second on a defensive indifference. So now there's runners on second and third on a double steal. To give Turner a stolen base. He got a good jump. So there's runners on second and third with 2 outs for Realmuto. The 1-2 pitch is outside ball 2, and it'll be 2-2. Just trying to get him to chase that one. The pitch is outside ball 3, and it'll be a full count. Three, 2, full count. Runners on second and third. The pitch is outside ball 4, and Realmuto is walked. So now the bases are loaded with 2 outs. I feel like the NFL postseason should be like the NHL with 16 teams in a mix and get rid of the idiotic wild card game. I love the wild card game. I love that. It gives it's literally a wild card. That's amazing. You get like the chance to have a miracle. It's really cool. I like that. That's good. I like the wild card game. That's a baseball thing. All the different leagues have their thing. Let the baseball have theirs. First pitch is low and inside to Brandon Marsh, and it'll be a 1-0 count. So it'll be 1-0 with 2 outs. Loisiga comes set. Here's the pitch to Brandon Marsh. Swinging a fly ball foul, and it'll be 1-1. Didn't need to hide the ESPN from my eyesight. I could actually look at it. My game is basically even with it. So it'll be 1-1 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's outside ball 2, and it'll be a 2-1 count. The Yankees bullpen is up and moving still here in the top of the 6th inning. Maybe he'll come in for the 7th. Here's the 2-1. That is called strike 2, and it'll be 2-2 count. So on deck is Kepler, who's 1 for 3. Marsh is up right now, 1 for 2. 2-2, bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a grounder. This one's going to be at the second baseman, Chisholm. He will throw it over to first, and the Phillies once again strand the bases loaded. The Yankees only give up 1 run on only 2 hits. They walk 2. They do not have any errors. They leave 3 on base. As now we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 put in the category. It's a 5-1 game now here in New York. I guess that's a way of looking at it. I just don't get it. They're going to fall against bigger teams than the Dodgers, Astros, and Yankees anyways. But, I mean, it gives them a chance. Like, I personally think the Red Sox may have a chance this year. I'm just saying that. The Red Sox may have a chance. If they get into the postseason, I think they'll compete. I'm just saying that. Maybe they're not going to beat the powerhouse Dodgers. Maybe they're not going to do that. Sure. But they're still going to compete. It's fun to watch an underdog compete because the underdog is good. They work there. They should get a chance. It all makes sense to me. Anyway, you're going to have football coming up after baseball's already kind of winding down as football starts until postseason comes. But then you get postseason, so it's postseason. You're going to get preseason on August 30th. Season will start around early September. You'll get the broadcasts. CFL ends in November, I think. But we're going to go to the bottom of the sixth now. This Phillies and Yankees game, this is a potential World Series matchup that could happen. There's a lot of potentials. I think Phillies-Yankees could be one of them. But the Dodgers, I think, will overpower. We got a minor league games tomorrow. But, of course, we have Rochester at 1 o'clock, 12:50. Start of the broadcast. Rochester Red Wings and Scranton WB Rail Riders. We've been following the series. We called a game their camp day, but we're going to be back with the final game of the series. There's a West Coast swing for the Nationals. That's why we're doing less games, because they start so late. We're going to check out the other games We're going to check out the other games in a moment. Ranger Suarez heads back out for the sixth inning to face the Yankees. It's going to be Chisholm first. Suarez into the line. His first pitch is called strike one. It'll be an 0-1 count. Chisholm, 253 average. 0-1. Swing and a miss through the curveball at 72 miles an hour. So it'll be 0-2. Chisholm on Suarez. Suarez steps onto the rubber. He goes into the wind. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive, sliding dive by Stott, but that's going to go into right field. That'll be a base hit to the right fielder, Kepler, and that's a base knock for Jazz Chisholm Jr., who has a 2-knock game now. The Phillies bullpen's up and working. Suarez sets. It's going to be Ben Rice, the catcher, to hit. Swinging a foul, and it'll be 0-1 immediately. 22 views on the day. We got a pretty good stream. I understand why there's less people. It wasn't a Nats game. We're used to having Nationals baseball here. But it's a Saturday at 3. Suarez will go over to first. Chisholm is back in there with no dive. Suarez sets. It'll be a ball one. I wish the MLB had a salary cap, but the rich dudes at the top would be mad. So great to have the Dodgers and Astros make it every year for the past 6 years, other than 2023 Rangers versus Arizona. Yeah, Rangers and Arizona, that was a great World Series. I love that one. So it'll be 1-1 with no outs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball, foul, and it'll be 1-2. Be sure to tune into Sunday Night Baseball this Sunday, and we got 2 games that day, Red Wings, and we got the Fred Nats. Suarez sets. The 1-2. That's inside ball 2, and it'll be a 2-2 count. Got a lot of baseball coming up. We've had the weekend grind. I figured it out. I can finally change this. Swinging a fly ball. This one on the infield. This one will be in in a foul territory is the third baseman, Sosa. So it's going to be a 5F if you're scoring. Or it's a fly ball in foul territory. So that's the first out of the inning on a fly out to foul territory. Yeah, MLB having a salary cap will not be good. I mean, you're going to get those matchups, but that's not how MLB wants it. MLB wants big money. I think that's what everybody wants. So they're not going to put a salary cap on. So it'll be 1 out. Suarez delivers. That's a 73-mile-an-hour curveball in the dirt. Ball 1. That's a called strike 1 on the corner. It'll be a 1-1 the pitch. Called strike 2 right in there. We have Comas talking about salary caps. I think a salary cap would never work. It would never work in the MLB because there's guys who want more money, and if they don't give it to them, they'll leave the MLB and go to a different league. 1-2. Swing and a miss right through it, and that's a strikeout. Anthony Volpe will strike out. Or that's Volpe, a strikeout. Number 8 for Ranger Suarez. Number 8 on the strikeout count. Big day for him. It'll be Ryan McMahon now. Here's the pitch. That bends in there, called strike 1. So it's 2 outs now, and Ryan McMahon's going to hit, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Unsuccessful to get his first hit as a Yankee right now. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. Ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. I think the banner was fixed now. That's the only World Series since the 2019. Every couple of years we have games like the Nats, Astros, Cubs versus Indiana. Next pitch is swung on and missed by McMahon, who's not having a good Yankees debut right now. It's the only good one we've ever since. We've had gems like Nats, Astros, Cubs, Guardians, Controller, to say the name, in the 2015 World Series. Yeah, I like 2019. 2016 was good. And they were the Indians back then, so I don't care. I still see them as the Indians sometimes. So it'll be 1-2, 2 outs. Suarez sets. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball into center field. That's going to dunk in for a base hit, and Ryan McMahon has his first hit in a Yankees uniform. It comes when now the tying run is on deck. It's 5-1 still, but they have 2 runners on. Chisholm over to second. So big a thing by them. It went out for a second. My microphone went out. There we go. The microphone is back. The sound was out for just a second. We'll see what happens to Jason Dominguez. First pitch to Dominguez. My game is behind by just a second. Dominguez. It's now saying that it ended, so I'm going to check what happened. Can't see what happened. Larzar is going to come in for Suarez. So we're going to get a pitching change here. After McMahon has that hit, it's the end of the day for Suarez. So Larzar is going to come here in the 6th inning. 5 2/3 for Suarez, who had left 2 runners on. He gave up 7 hits. He only walked 1 guy and grabbed 8 strikeouts. Good ending by him. Good outing. That's an all-star type outing. To me, it's worth a shot for 1 year if it fails then, but at least try it. Yeah, I mean, I like the old post. So you can take it up with the MLB commissioner. I bet Robert Dean Merfriend has an open email thing that you can like add comments in. I don't know though. Comas sent a lot of message here. He is chilling out with us in the stream. Be like Comas. Join in the chat. Hang out, talk some sports. Comas talking postseason baseball right now. McMahon got his first hit in a Yankees uniform. In the bottom of the 6th inning, here we go. Larzard, that sounds like Pokemon. Yeah, Charizard, you mean? Yeah, sounds like Charizard. Larzard's going to pitch now. First pitch to Dominguez is outside, ball 1. It is Larzard on the mound, I think. Max Larzar is going to take the mound. He immediately throws a ball, and it'll be a 1-0 count. Next pitch to Larzar, from Larzar. Swing a ground ball. This one's going to be at the first baseman, Harper. He's going to flip it up to Larzar, and he gets there in time. And it's a 3-1 ground out for Jason Dominguez. So only 1 run in the end given up by Suarez. No runs in the inning. 2 hits. They leave 2 men. Now we're going to go to the top of the 7th inning. It is still 5-1 Phillies. We'll take a quick break. Don't leave the stream. Say something in the chat. Here, we're going to add something in the chat. We're going to add a question. Answer this question in the chat, and we'll be right back. Answer this question. So I'm going to put a question in there, answer while I'm gone. I'll check the answers. There's your question. Answer that in the chat. Hang out. We'll be back in just a moment with more play-by-play and more live reaction of this game. Be back in a moment. We are back. We'll see if anyone answered that poll question. We don't have anyone yet. What is the best all-time World Series matchup ever? Alan Winnanes takes over for the Yankees. He will face Max Kepler. First pitch. Swing and a miss. So, Lysenga's day is done. And it's going to be Winnanes. W-I-N-A-N-S. That's your pitcher for the top of the 7th for the Yankees. Winnanes sets. Winnanes. The pitcher to Kepler. Swing and a miss, and it'll be 0-2. So it'll be immediately 0-2 to Kepler, who's 1 for 3. Oh, we need to switch it back. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul. He fouled that. He fouled it, so we'll stay at 0-2. Easy. 2016 Cubs versus... Oh, fine, I'll say it. Cubs versus Indians in a 7-game classic. My second would be 2018 because Red Sox, yeah. Good answer. Good answer, Comas. That's a good answer. Next pitch, lined in a center field. That's going to drop for a base hit in front of Trent Grisham. A base knock for Max Kepler here in the top of the 7th inning. The Phillies have a man on. When Ains comes set. Here's the first pitch to Sosa. Swinging a drive. Deep center field. Going back is Grisham to the track. And that baby is out of here. Watch it fly. Edmundo Sosa. 2-run home run. And the Phillies are now winning this one 7-1. So it looks like the Phillies are going to do some real damage here to the Yankees. And the Yankees are going to fall in the standings, luckily. They're going to lose some points in the first place run. 2 RBI home run, 2-run home run for Edmundo Sosa, who blasted that thing to straightaway center. 7-1 game. Big bomb from him. Best all-time easy Cubs versus the Oh Come On Seriously Final Say 2016 Cubs versus Indians 7-game classic. I saw your second place too. First pitch to Stott is outside, ball 1. I like the 2016 one because Trevor Bauer pitched for the Cleveland Indians. Big fan of Trevor Bauer. When Ains sets, when Ains. Next pitch to Stott is outside, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-0 count. When Ains sets, here's the 2-0 to Stott. That's a called strike 1 right in there, and it'll be a 2-1 count. No outs. When Ains sets. The 2-1. That's outside, ball 3, and it'll be a 3-1 count now. So big watch it fly for Edmundo Sosa. The 3-1 to Stott. That's high, ball 4. And after the home run, Winane's going to walk Stott and put a runner on. If you're wondering, we're going to take a look at some college football previews, especially for our Navy boys. Because we're calling some Navy football. We'll leave the Q&A up because Comas might put in a second answer or something, I don't know. But lead off and now it's going to be Johan Rojas. Winans sets, Winanes. The pitch to Rojas is low and outside, ball 1. The AAC, the American Athletic Conference, is the conference that Navy is in. They're predicted to get 4th. Last year they finished 10-3, if you're wondering. It'll be a 1-0. The pitch. Called strike 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. Here's his top 5 World Series. 1 2016, 2 2019, 3 2018, 4 2022, and 5 2011 Cardinals. That's a good list. Good list, Jomas. How long have you been watching baseball? I'm actually wondering, how long have you been watching it? It'll be a 1-1 the pitch. That's in the dirt, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-1 count. How long have you been following Comas, baseball in general? It'll be a 2-1. Called time for Rojas with a runner on first and no one out. So it'll be a 2-1. Winans sets. Winans, that's it. Here's the pitch. That's outside, ball 3, and it'll be a 3-1 count. So, Comas, we're probably going to redirect to JJ for his post-game of this game. Would you rather be redirected to here or Rhino? Because Rhino's calling football right now, European League of Football, or do you want to watch a post-game show of this game? 3-1. That's a called strike 2 on the outside corner, and we're full up. (3-2). Wainen sets. Here it comes, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, second baseman Chisholm goes to short with it, and Volpe has to leap Stott to not get hit, so that's all they're going to get. So it's a fielder's choice for 6. They're not going to go to first because Volpe had to leap Stott trying to go to first, and he could not get a throw off. He didn't want to hurt him, so he had to leap like a frog. And that's back. We will see you tomorrow night. And what a team. What a ride. The Cardinals are world champs. You want to go to Rhino? Okay. I'll go send you to Rhino. First pitch to Trey. Swing and a miss right through it, and it'll be an 0-1 count. Turner, 298 average, 11 home runs, 44 RBIs. The 0-1. Swing a ground ball, foul, and we'll do 0-2 now. Should be 0-2 with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball, foul, and we'll do 0-2 still. So it'll be 0-2 with 1 out. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's outside ball 1. So we're redirecting to Rhino after this game. We'll be going over to Rhino in this 7-1 baseball game. Just a reminder, we'll be back live tomorrow. We have a minor league doubleheader and some Sunday night minor league baseball. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball to second base Chisholm, and this time he bobbles it. He can't go anywhere with it, so that's going to be a reach on an air probably. So Turner's probably going to reach on the air there, probably, I'm assuming. Not going to make any assumptions yet. We'll see what the official scoring ruling is by MLB.com, what Chisholm gives it. We'll see what they give it. So the play hasn't even finished on there. Chisholm had it, and then it popped out of his glove. Couldn't go anywhere with it. So they're going to do fielder's choice. So they're going to go, we'll just give him an E. That's going to be air now, E4. So now everyone advances up 1. Runners on first and second, and Kyle Schwarber up. First pitch to Schwarber, and he blasts this one to left center. That's going to plug the gap all the way to the wall. Sosa, or Rojas, is going to come around third. He'll score. Turner is going to come around. We'll see if he scores, and yes, he will. And it's a 9-1 game on the Kyle Schwarber double. So it's 9-1, and the Phillies are running away with this one after the 2 RBI double. It's 9-1 Phillies here in the top of the 7th. Phillies are laying it on to the Yankees, showing them we're going to win the World Series this year. Wyatt, this is going to be a tough play. Wyatt, the Cubs win the World Series. Wyatt makes the play. It's over, and the Cubs have finally won it. All 8, 7, and 10. Yeah. Now it's going to be Bryce Harper with a runner on second. First pitch to Harper. It's just high, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. You haven't heard the radio call for 2019 World Series. I can do an impression of that. I memorized that entire call. That's one of the greatest radio sports calls of all time. Here's the pitch. That's low ball, too. 2019, when the Nats won, I can say the call that the radio broadcaster made. I remember it so well 6 years ago. I remember the exact call he said. The 2-0 is low. Called strike 1. That was a makeup call. That was outside, but they're going to give it strike 1. So the Yankees get a makeup call. So it'll be 2-1 with 1 out. Clock winding down. The pitch. Swinging a chopper. Foul. Taking opposite field, and it'll be 2-2 now. Yeah, Rhino is covering European League of Football right now. He should be covering it still when we get over there. I'll send you over there. When we get there after this game, tell him District Nation sent you, and I'll head over there after. So it'll be 2-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Harper is tricked on the slider low and inside. That's the first out of the inning. Okay, number 1. It's actually the second out of the inning after the fielder's choice. So there's 2 outs now, and it's going to be JT Realmuto, who's 2 for 3 with a walk. First pitch to Realmuto is low ball 1. So it'll be a 1-0, 2 outs. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Pretty shallow between right and center. Cody Bellinger is going to come to make the catch, and that will end the inning. So all these runs are going to be credited to Winans. He gives up. So for the inning, there's 4 runs. All 4 earned on 3 hits, an error, and they leave a man. Now we're going to head to the bottom of the 7th inning. 4 runs given up in the inning, and it's 9-1. It's 9-1 now as we go to the bottom of the 7th. They're doing something for the national anthem. So Grisham is going to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning. And that time we'll stay right here. We'll do some MLB around the house. Everyone loves MLB around the house. We'll go check out Cleveland. And, well, let me check. The other team is Cleveland and Kansas City, I believe. And it's going to be 0-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Runner on first with a 1-1 count. With 1 out, the runner is Witt. It's Maikel Garcia hitting against Williams, the pitcher. 1-1 to Maikel. Swinging a drive. Deep left center field. Going back is left fielder. That baby is gone. Garcia hits a 2-run home run. This was not this was a complete coincidence. I didn't even know he'd hit a home run, and he does. 2-0 in Kansas City. It's a 2-0 game. MLB Round the House. We were just gonna call like a few balls and then come back, but we're gonna get a home run. We're gonna get a home run call, so it's 2-0. Witt Jr. and Maikel Garcia score. It's a 2-0 game. Nice to see the Royals get on the board. So it's going to be Salvador Perez now, who's 1 for 1, and that's called strike right in there. We got a 2-0. We got a home run. And Salvador Perez up, the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Trick the slider, and it'll be 0-2 from Williams, the pitcher. Big fly from Maikel Garcia. Didn't know I'd come in and immediately see a home run. Cool call, though. Williams, the righty facing Salvador Perez. The 0-2. Swinging a fly ball. Deep right center field. Going back, and that one's up against the wall. Salvador Perez will have a double with 1 out. Perez is on second with 1 out. So 2 extra base hits in a row, and now it's a 2-0 game with a runner on second. The reason I like the Red Sox is because 1, JD Martinez, 2, Boston team, 3, because they are where they are, the villains. They Tales of Redemption, Long Teams of Destiny, and then Thief. There's just Boston. That's cool. Gotta like him for a reason. It's a 9-1 game now as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's going to be Grisham to lead it off. Daniel Robert takes over the duties on the mound for Phillies here in the 7th inning, and Lazar is just going to get 1 out on a ground out. So he zeros in the book all around. He will face Trent Grisham. First pitch from Robert. That's on the outside corner, strike 1. It'll be an 0-1 count now. We got Comas's reasons he likes the Red Sox. It'll be an 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Triggers on the sweeper low, and it'll be 0-2. So it'll be 0-2 with 1 out. Or no outs. Sorry, excuse me. To the pitch. That is just inside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-2 count. It'd be cool if the Yankees could make a 9-run comeback here. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line towards the corner, and that's foul, and we'll do it again. Forgot to put the date on the video. Forgot to put it on there. So we'll be back with a date on the video now. It's a new name for the stream. So it's 1-2 with no outs. Here's the pitch. That's outside. So there's a new name for the stream. I put the date. I forgot to put the date on the stream. I'd forgotten to do that. So it'll be 2-2 with no outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Triggers on the sweeper low and inside for the first strikeout of the inning. The first out of the inning. So that'll be the first out. And now coming up is going to be Paul Goldschmidt, who's 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. 288 average. He's dropped 2 points in today's game. At this point, Boston just expect these things to fall out the sky. They don't care for small markets or about anyone. They're the selfish jerks that steals everyone's lunch money, the rich kid. And now it's going to be a ball 1. Yeah. I mean, they used to be a small market team, but now they're big market. So it'll be 1-0 with 1 out. Here's the pitch to Goldschmidt. That's inside, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-0 count. So it'd be 2-0 with 1 out. Pitch to Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss on the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Ranger Suarez wasn't throwing too hard, but now they're gonna see some gas off the mound. Robert sets the 2-1. Swinging a fly ball foul, and it'll be 2-2. Soon enough, our streams will transfer from more MLB and baseball related. We're going to get more basketball, football. It's going to transform around early September. And then November, we're really going to kick it into football because we're going to be covering college football every weekend. 2-2, the pitch. Just low, ball 3, and it'll be a 3-2 count. So it'll be 3-2. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4, and Goldschmidt draws a walk. The Yankees are losing badly, not something you'd see from a team like this. So that's a walk, and now it's going to be Cody Bellinger, who's 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 flyouts. Call time. Bellinger is going to take a step out. It's going to be Robert on Bellinger, righty-lefty matchup. Bellinger is a lefty. Robert is the righty. First pitch to Bellinger. Swing and a foul on the low cutter, and it'll be 0-1. So it'll be an 0-1 with 1 out. Robert sets. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Deep right center field, but that's not going to get out. Right fielder is going to make the catch. That's right fielder Kepler for the second out of the inning. Thought that one was out, but it did not get out. So that's the second out of the inning. Now it's going to be Giancarlo Stanton, who's 0 for 3. Not classy like the Yankees or spinning like the Dodgers. They go under the radar, and that's why I like them. They're bad apples. They once got beaten by bigger teams for years, then got revenge in 2018. Yeah, good reasons. So it'll be a 1-0, and that's outside Giancarlo Stanton with 2 outs and a runner on first. It'll be a 1-0 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's outside ball 2, and it'll be a 2-0 count. Robert steps back onto the mound. It'll be a 2-0 with 2 outs. Robert sets. Here's the pitch to Stanton. That's a called strike 1. It'll be a 2-1 count. So it'll be 2-1 with 2 outs. Robert sets the pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Out to deep right field. That one is gone. Giancarlo Stanton leaves the ballpark. Watch it fly, Giancarlo Stanton. And it's a 9-2 game. They're going to slowly climb back here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And it's a 9-2 game. The Yankees want to say, no, we're not going to give up just yet. Might as well do that. And it's a home run. And it's a 9-2 game as Giancarlo Stanton leaves the ballpark. Brings the Aaron Judge type power. Giancarlo Stanton will get the big high fives. I don't even know Judge is in the dugout right now. I haven't seen him. It'll be Jazz now with 2 outs and a home run in the inning. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1. And it's a 9-3 game, actually, because Goldschmidt was on first. So Goldschmidt scored too, so it's a 2 RBI home run, 2-run home run. Big home run by him, and it's a 9-3 game. Next pitch by Chisholm, and he's going to pop it up. And that's going to be caught by the third baseman, Sosa, and he collides with Brandon Marsh, but he dropped it. I think he got it. It should be on the transfer. Give him the catch. Sosa, the third baseman, is down. He and Marsh collided. It was Sosa in the back. Marsh was coming in. Sosa came out. And Sosa collided with him in his back, and it hurts badly, you can tell. Also, I just got into baseball this year. That's really cool. And you know all this stuff. Trainer's going to come out and make sure Sosa's okay. He does not look okay to me. I'm just going to say that now. A lot of guys coming out to make sure their friend is okay. His back, and your back being injured is never good. You hit him in the back. He collided in the back when he went back. Yeah, that must have hurt. Yeah, he got the wind knocked out of him from the back. He held on, and he dropped it on the transfer. He let go of the glove because it hurt so badly. Yeah, that should be a catch. It should be not on the transfer. Should not be on the transfer. Making sure he's okay. The manager and the trainer are now out there. Making sure that Sosa is okay. It's cool that Chomas here got into baseball this year, and he knows so much about it already. Yeah, they're saying they reached on a fielding error. Give him the catch. Like, he obviously catch it. There's a complete, everyone is surrounding him right now. He's injured. Give him the catch. He's injured while getting it. It was on the transfer. They're still trying to make sure he's okay. I was right in the back. That's never good. It's never good to get injured in the back. So it collided with Marsh. And Sosa, we'll see what they call the call. And it looks like... And it's an injury delay, but they're challenging it still. The challenge is still being made. We'll see what they call it. Looks like Sosa's going to be done. He can barely sit up right now. I think he should be done. If you can't sit up after 5 minutes, you should be done. It's an injury delay. What is your favorite World Series other than 2019 or 2018? That's a really good question. Might have to go with like a different era. Might go to the 90s or something. Let me bring up a list of the World Series because, I like some of the ones in the 90s, like with big pitchers like Nolan Ryan, stuff like that. I'm into like classic baseball too. Actually, let me see. That's actually a really good question. Thank you for asking me this. I think I might have to take 2016. Because 2018 is just so good. Cubs and Indians, and then you had Trevor Bauer in it, and you had the Cubs. That was a good Cubs lineup against a good Indians lineup. I knew one of the outfielders, Brandon Geyer, and then you had like a good team against a really good team. Cubs, it wasn't a big market game like Astros against someone. I liked it the way it was. It was a good team. So that's my favorite, 2016. $2024 wasn't that bad either. We got 25 views. Thank you so much to everybody. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you get notifications so you never miss a District Nation stream at any point in time. Because we stream a lot and we do it randomly too. Just like this game today. So Sosa's out. Marsh is holding him on his head. They're making sure he's okay. They still haven't shown the challenge results yet. Can we see that first? Yep, they got the call. They're going to give it a catch. So that's a catch by Sosa, the third baseman, for the flyout. So Marsh is going to hit here in the top of the 8th inning. So Brandon Marsh is 1 for 2. So that'll end the inning from last inning. So they get 1 run on 1 hit, or 2 runs on 2 hits, and we're going to go to the top of the 8th inning, but we'll fill this out. First pitch to Marsh is grounded foul. So 2 runs on 1 hit. They do not leave anybody. We're in the top of the 8th inning now. In a 9-3 game. Ron goes in the bullpen for the Phillies. So it's going to be Marsh. Here's the pitch. That's up high, ball 1, so it'll be a 1-1 count. I'm going to assume Winans remains out there. Me like everything from 2011, 2019. That's cool. The 1-1 is high ball 2, and it's 2-1 now. Except the Giants, I hate them. All right. Good reasoning. I'll take that. I mean, who really likes the Giants besides people in San Francisco? It'll be a 2-1 the pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul again down the first base line. It'll be 2-2. We're approaching 3 hours on today's stream, so it looks like it's going to be a long stream, and we're only in the top of the 8th inning. Got to make sure Rhino doesn't stop streaming. It'll be a 2-2 the pitch. That's outside ball 3, and the count is full. So it'll be a count of full. The pitch. Swinging a fly ball, foul. So it'll be a full count. Brandon Marsh hitting. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball at the third base. That's down the line and fair. Down the shallow third base line. Marsh is going to hustle to second. Dominguez will throw it in, and that's a double for Brandon Marsh here in the top of the 8th inning. A leadoff double for Brandon Marsh, who's described himself as a slap hitter. Doesn't hit too much home runs, he does that. The teams I hate are the Mets, Yankees, Dodgers, and Blue Jays. Okay, good list. You can watch batting practice tomorrow at 12:30 for the Yankees game. I've never streamed batting practice, but I might start doing like a pregame show for the Nationals. So to be Kepler now, who's 2 for 4. Winan sets. Winans. First pitch to Kepler. That's a called strike 1 upstairs, and it'll be 0-1. Winan sets. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's inside ball 1. It'd be a 1-1 count. It's nice to hear the teams that Comas hates. And if you're wondering, Comas is a moderator. He got his privileges on the first day. He's been loyal to us. Comas, he's been a good viewer. He's been on almost every stream. Next pitch is swung on and missed on a sword swing. It'll be 1-2. So it'll be 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout on a pitch in the dirt. Second strikeout of the day for Winans. Big strikeout for him. So now 1 out, and Otto Kemp is going to come in for Sosa, the third baseman. As you know, Sosa got injured last half inning. He's going to pinch hit here. Winans sets. Well, not Winans. Here's the first pitch. That's out. Called strike 1 on the outside corner. We hope that Sosa is okay. We can only hope. So now, setting is Winans. The 0-1 to Kemp. Here's the pitch. That's on the outside corner, called strike 2. It'll be an 0-2 count. It's exciting for when postseason comes. We'll be able to see the best teams. Right now, we just got some regular season games. So to be 0-2 with 1 out. Winans sets. Here is the pitch to Kemp. Swinging a ground ball off his foot, and we'll do 0-2 again. Yay, I'm a good viewer, lol. Yep. Comas the moderator, or Chomas the moderator. I only have a few moderators. I'll check up on who they are. I think it's Spaceman, you, PAS, Fitzy, and I think Charles Adderley may be a moderator. I don't know. It'll be an 0-2, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Oh, this time it's snagged by the third baseman McMahon, and he makes an amazing play. He dives, gets a glove on it, and fires it over to first. What a play by Ryan McMahon. It was smoke down the third base line. He dove for it, grabbed it, and fired it to first, and that's a second out of the inning. Although, Marsh is on third on the play. Here we have a few people. So now there's a runner on third with 2 outs. Ryan McMahon is a very good third baseman. He deserves a gold glove. That was a great play. I started in the book. Winan sets. First pitch to Bryson Stott. Called strike. 1 right in there, and it'll be an 0-1 count. Yeah, mod friend Charles. Yeah, I think Charles is an admin. I have my mods up here. It's you, Spaceman. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball. This one is in foul territory. Catcher and third baseman are chasing after it. This one will get out of play, and it's 0-2. You have Coma, Spaceman, Charles Adderley, Fitzy, Pure John, and Sportsman, Rising Rhino. Those are my moderators. Those are all my mods. Thank you to them for what they do. They always hang out, too. So it'd be 0-2 with 2 outs. Winan sets. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Pass Bryson Stott. And that will end the top of the 8th inning. 1 hit. They leave a man. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. And the Yankees will hit now. It's a 9-3 game. We'll take a quick break here. Do not touch anything. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back. Oh, but I want to click the buttons, though, lol. And we're going to the bottom of the 8th in just a moment. It's going to be Rice to lead it off for the Yankees, the catcher, Ben Rice. Just a reminder that we'll be going to Rhino after this. We're going to redirect to Rising Rhino. We've had 25 views on the stream. I know we wouldn't get too many views. This is a Yankee stream. No one likes the Yankees. But, I mean, it's baseball, and people do like the Yankees, in fact. So, I mean, yeah. We got 4 streams coming up. We're going to have more than that because we're going to add more in the meantime. First pitch to Ben Rice. Curves in there, but it's ball outside. 1-0 count. Rangel, there's a new pitcher in. Called strike 1 in there. It's going to be Rangel on the mound. It's Alan Rangel. 2.25 ERA over 8 innings. 1 inning worked by Robert. He gave up 2 runs on 1 hit and a walk and 1 strikeout. Next pitch from Rangel is going to be a ball, so it's a 2-1 count. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning with baseball. Rotoblocks. I do, in fact. 2-1. Just outside, ball 3, and it'll be a 3-1 count. I do have Rotoblocks. But this, I don't play that much. I'm more of a sports dude. I like playing sports, watching sports, making stats on sports. 3-1. That's low, ball 4, and that's a leadoff walk for Ben Rice, the catcher. Here's a pitch. That's outside, ball one. It'll be a 1-0 count. Because maybe next time Thomas plays Squid Game, he can join and help him win. I mean, I'd be up to it. I'd be down. I'll hang out with Thomas on a gaming stream. You never know. So it'll be a 1-0 with a 1 out. Rangel pitching to Volpe. Here's the pitch. That's low and inside, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-0 count. It's like the catcher's going to come out and talk to Rangel quickly, the pitcher. So now it's going to be a 2-0 count. Comas, do you usually participate in his? Are you the guy who's in his gaming streams a lot? 2-0. That's called strike 1 in there, and it'll be a 2-1 count. So it'd be 2-1. Next pitch. That is swung on, fouled off, and it'll be 2-2. And it looks like Rhino is still live. We'll redirect to him after this game is over. We'll be in there hanging out. I'll redirect you over there, send you a link to him. And then we'll hang out. So it'll be a 2-2. Here's the pitch to Volpe. That's high, ball 3, and it'll be a full count. Looks like they're showing off their scorecards on the TV broadcast. Swinging a drive! Deep left field, but Brandon Marsh is going to be there to get the first out of the inning. After the walk by Rice, they get a quick first out. So now it's going to be Ryan McMahon again. First pitch to him. That's high, ball 1. Here's the pitch. That's high, and it'll be a 2-0 count. And Rhino is live, so we'll be able to redirect over there. We need a face reveal, lol. Why would I do a face reveal? I'm a sports broadcaster. Why would I need to do a face reveal? It'll be a 2-0. That's ball 3, and it'll be a 3-0. Why do we need a face reveal? I call baseball games. There's no need for a face cam. Here's the pitch. That's a down the middle, 3-1. This would be 3-1, 1 out the pitch, and that's ball 4. And now McMahon will draw a walk. So McMahon's on base for the second time in his Yankees debut. And now there's runners on first and second with only 1 out. So there's 1 out, and it's going to be Rangel working with runners on first and second and pitching to Jason Dominguez. Rangel sets. First pitch to Dominguez is high, ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's right down the middle, called strike 1, and it'll be a 1-1 count. One out. Rangel sets. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Marsh is under it, and he will call for it and make the catch for the second out of the inning. So that'll bring up Turner with 2 outs and 2 runners on. We've had 27 views throughout the stream. It's a pretty good stream. Had a good amount of views for us sports stream. Tomorrow we're going to have some minor league baseball, and then August 8th. It will not come faster for me, to be honest. I'm so excited for it. Romano is warming up, it looks like. He's pouring water all over his face. It's a hot day. Here's the pitch. That's a high fastball, and it'll be 1-0. Or it's a changeup at 82 miles an hour. It'll be a 1-0. Here's pitch. That's high ball, too, and it's a 2-0. Two outs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly straight back, and it'll be 2-1. So it'll be 2-1 with 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. That's just outside 3-1. It'll be a 3-1 count. We're going to wrap it up soon. Is there a Nationals game on August 19th? I will check for you. Anything for you, John Moss. I'll check. So it'll be 3-1. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swinging it off the mask. Ugh. So it's going to be a full count. August 19th. August 19th. It's going to be an August game. Should be soon. So the ball hit right off his mask and went flying off. So that's bad. Must have hurt. August 19th, there is a game. 6:45 p.m. at home against the Mets. Why do you ask? So that'll do it. Yeah, hit him in the ball hit him in the mask and made his mask fall off. Makes me unsure if I ever want to catch ever in my life. So it'll be 3-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. High ball 4, and he draws a walk and the bases are loaded. So the manager, or pitching coach, I think it's the pitching coach, is going to come out now. I think that might be the manager, but this also might be the end of the day for Rongo. And that's the pitching coach, apparently. So he's just going to talk to him, figure it out. He's going to face Paul Goldschmidt. That's my birthday. Happy early birthday by about half a month, but I don't think I'm going to stream that game. I'm not going to stream it. I have stuff that starts up at that time, so I won't be able to stream that. I'm sorry. There might also be a football game that day. I'll check. That is a August 19th. That's a Tuesday, so probably no football game. I'm being set. First pitch to Paul Goldschmidt is right in there, called strike 1. It'll be an 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul ball off his foot, and it'll be 0-2. So it'll be an 0-2 with 2 outs. Rangel sets. Pitch to Goldschmidt. That's high ball 1. It'll be a 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2. Oh, and that's a balk. So he went, and then Realmuto went to call time. And now that's going to score a run on a balk. Never seen that happen before. Everyone's going to move up a base. So Rice scores on the balk. So it's a balk that makes the bases second and third, and now it's 9-4. So that's not an earned run, I think. Yeah, I don't believe that's an earned run. Here's a pitch to Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning. So now we head to the top of the ninth. The New York Mets get a run. It's not earned. On no hits, they leave 2. And we're going to head to the top of the ninth now. Yankees 4, Phillies 9. Okay. You can head over to Thomas's stream. He's probably going to stream the Red Sox game that day. So Rojas is going to lead it off, the center fielder. And then it's going to be Schwarber Turner. So hopefully the Yankees can get out of this quickly. Send us home. If you're wondering, our most popular stream by over 200 views is the All-Star game. And then the second most popular is Nationals and Reds from a few days ago. And then it's the 2 Reds games. Then you have Padres, then Brewers, then Cardinals, then another Padres, then the Red Wings, and then the Pirates Classic, then this one, and then the 2 podcast episodes. Those are all 12 of our streams by views. We've done 12 streams. Looking good. And we have 4 coming up over the next few days. Then September 7th, Commanders and Giants. I believe I'm going to be able to call the game. I put that there. Hopefully Fitzia Rhino is streaming that, so say so. You can say it in the chat if you do not stream that game. Yeah, I will. So now it's going to be Rojas to lead off the top of the ninth. First pitch to him is right in there, called strike 1. It'll be an 0-1. So we 0-1 with no outs. They're showing some player. Pitch is still Winans here in the top of the ninth in this 9-4 game. They're still trying to make a comeback. They've gotten a few extra runs on the board. So it'll be 0-2 to Johan Rojas, who's 228 with a bomb. Winans sets. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's down low, ball 1. It'll be a 1-2 count. It'll be a 1-2. Here's the pitch. That's outside, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-2 count. So it'll be 2-2 with no outs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. This is at the third baseman, McMahon, and he will fire it over to first in time to get the first out of the inning. So now it's going to be the top of the lineup and Trey Turner. Past 4 days, I've watched 3 Phillies games. Lol. So it'll be 1 out. Trey Turner will hit now. First pitch to Turner is swung on and missed from Winan. This is the top of the 9th inning in a 9-4 game. Winan sets. Here comes the 0-1. That's high, ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. So it'll be 1-1 with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball shallow. Shortstop Volpe will cut it off and fire it over to first. And that's the 2nd out of the inning here in the top of the 9th. So 2 outs in the top of the 9th. The Yankees need to get out of this quickly. Don't give up any runs. Try to score 5 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Winan sets. Here's the first pitch. That is outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. It'll be a 1-0, 2 outs the pitch. That's up high, ball 2. So it's 2-0 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Second baseman Chisholm makes a dive, but it goes out to right field, and that's a base hit for Kyle Schwarber. Chisholm made an effort for that one, but that's a base hit in the end. They have surpassed the Red Sox for my most viewed MLB team in a single week. That's really cool. My most viewed is Nationals easily every time. So it's going to be Bryce Harper to hit with a runner on first and 2 outs. Winans come set. First pitch to Harper. Swinging a ground ball. Volpe cuts it off in the middle. He's going to throw it to first. That one is in time for the 3rd out of the inning, and we will go to the bottom of the 9th. In a 9-4 game, there's 1 hit, 1 runner left on in the top of the 9th, and now we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th inning, see if the Yankees can make a comeback here as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's Yankees 4, Phillies 9. The Yankees need 5 to tie, 4 to win. We'll see if they can come back. Be sure everyone who's been in here, click that like button and then smash the subscribe button. We don't want you to click it. We want you to smash the subscribe button. No matter what device you are on, you should smash it. I don't care what device you are on. I know you have the capability of smashing it. Chomas has been here the entire stream. Thank you, Chomas. We're going to be back live tomorrow. Possibly the Fred Nats game 2, but we might just end up doing game 1 and then start game 2 whenever game 1 is finished. We might just do that. We'll check what other matchups there are. We're going to the bottom of the 9th inning. Bellinger, Stanton, and Chisholm will hit. 5 to tie, 4 to win. So it's the bottom of the 9th. It's 9-4 Phillies. The Yankees need 5 to tie, 4 to win. So now, Cody Bellinger is going to lead it off. Into the wind is Johnson. First pitch from him. It's Johnson on the mound now. And for Rangel. Johnson coming in for the ninth. Rangel worked one inning, did not give up a hit. He walked 3 guys, though. Did not strike it. He struck out 1 guy. Now Johnson into the wind. That was a strike. And it'll be an 0-1. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and it'll be 0-2. That was not an earned run because he balked. No hits, so we're going to the ninth. Reminder, after this game, we're going to redirect over to the Rhino. Everybody loves the Rhino. Looks like they're in the 4th quarter. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball high, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs away from the Phillies getting a win in Game 2 of this series. Into the line is Johnson. First pitch to Giancarlo Stanton. Here's pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's a 1-1 now. Into the wind. The 1-1. That is just eyeball 2. Just a reminder, we're headed over there tonight. And I think they might be redirecting again. I choose to click it peacefully. Next pitch is lined into right center field, and Giancarlo Stanton has a base knock. So there's a runner on base. Giancarlo Stanton has a home run in this game. But he has a single now and keeps the game going. So I have the link ready to go. We're going to be redirecting over to him as soon as this game is over, because I do not want you to miss any of Rhino's game. Is he just going all... I think he's just going all day. I don't even know. But Giancarlo Stanton gets on base with a single. So they're going, and then they start another one at 7 p.m. So this is their game right now. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt, and it gets away from the catcher. Stanton will jog up to second on the wild pitch, even though it's a swing and a miss. So now Stanton's on second in scoring position. .255 average for Chisholm, 18 home runs, 48 ribbies. Johnson sets. The 0-1 to Chisholm. That is high, ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a pitch low. It'll be 1-2 now. So it'll be 1-2 with 1 out. Coming set is Johnson with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Chisholm. Called strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning. And now the fate of the game will come down to Ben Rice, who's 0 for 3 with a ground out. A strikeout looking and a flyout. He drew a walk in the 8th inning. The fate of the game is down to him here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here we go. Johnson sets. First pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. He took a check swing, but it was not a swing. So it'll be 1-0 here. Once again, we'll be redirecting to Rhino when this is over. He's still going. Everyone get excited for Rising Rhino. It'll be a 1-0. The pitch. Swinging a fly ball. This one on the infield. Getting under. It's going to be third baseman Sosa. He will make an easy catch. That will end the game. The Phillies will take this one 9-4 in this game. The one game of the series that we're going to call, and the Phillies are going to win the series. They win, there's going to be another game for them tomorrow. We will not be covering it tomorrow, but that's the end of the game. Thank you so much for being here today. We had a very fun day. I personally think it was a great stream. 29 views. We got 3 likes. Chomas was here the entire time. I'm doing this quickly. Thank you so much. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow with a doubleheader. We have at 12:50 Red Wings versus Rail Riders, and then the Fred Nats will take on the Woodpeckers. I have that wrong. The Fred Nats are at home, but that's at 6 o'clock. You have 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock with some baseball. Tune in tomorrow for some minor league baseball doubleheader, and it's going to be Sunday Night Baseball MLB not. So we're going to go ahead and redirect you. Thank you so much for coming here. Thanks for tuning in with me. District Nation, thanks for hanging out today. I will see everyone tomorrow. The link is there now. Have a great day, everyone. Hope everyone has a great day. Comas, I'm going to release you. I'm going to end the stream now. Have a great day, everybody. Chomas, I hope you have a great day. Thanks to our viewers. We got 3 likes. We'll be back tomorrow with a minor league doubleheader. Thanks to everyone who's been here. I hope you all have an awesome day. See y'all tomorrow on District Nation. I am ending the stream now.